Well, hello, Tom.
You're right, Ronaldo.
Better late than never, but welcome to the Stretford Paddock watch-along. This is Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest, and I apologise for the fact that we are 6 minutes late. I'm going to say it's Tom's fault. I'm going to stick you in it. I'm going to stick you in it because we've obviously seen some of the team news already. At the moment, it's just me and Tom. If you have people that might kind of walk themselves in, fair free. We've got the invisible man. But now we're gonna have to kind of fast track towards the team news because we've had a little bit of a disrupted beginning. There is some exciting team news in terms of the fact that we've got Leny Yoro as a right centre half. We saw he had a little bit of a decent cameo against Arsenal.
What did you think?
I'm intrigued because I don't know what you thought about it, but I'm gonna have to find out what you thought and what you were kind of expecting today.
It was our time to come on, wasn't it? Because I think he came on at. Did he come on at 2-0 or was it 1-0? It was.
I think it was definitely 2-0 because
he was later in the game
because he was involved in that screenshot that kind of had him when it hit Saliba's arse and went in. He was part of the three that was near there.
Right.
So it was 1-0. He came on and he looked promising. Obviously, he gets to start today. I think it'll be quite important against Forest. But what I will do is, we're already talking about Leny Yoro, but I need to run through the actual whole starting 11. Obviously, it's been a bit of a mishmash beginning trying to sort this out. But the starting 11 for the Forest game is Onana in goal, and you've got a back three of Leny Yoro, De Ligt and Martinez. You've got Ahmad right wing back. You've got a midfield pivot of Ugarte and Mainoo. Mainoo comes back into the side after suspension, the same as Martinez. You've got the low left wing back, and you've got a front three of Garnacho, Bruno and Højlund. How strong of 11 do you think that is? Do you think that's somewhat close to what you'd say is our strongest starting 11, or would you?
It's probably about as strong as it gets. It's just Rashford, isn't it, that you might potentially stick in there. Obviously, Mazraoui looks like he's been rested. He's played a lot of games recently, but other than Mazraoui, I don't think even Rashford can have any complaints really.
Yes,
being dropped to the bench. It's a strong looking side. Obviously, he's still in that stage of. I'm sure he's profiled these players. He's had a good look at them in training, but there is also a case of trying to fit players a little bit out of position to do jobs in roles that maybe they're not 100% comfortable to try and play this system for the time being, because I don't think the squad's perfect right now for playing this way, but it's about as strong as it could get, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, without Mazraoui, I think there is literally no way that Mazraoui can't fit into the strongest 11. I think with how brilliant he has been and how solid he has been. It's just about where, though, because with that back three, many would say that's probably as strong as we can get in terms of our starting back three. And then you've got the low left wing back. That might be one of the positions where people think Mazraoui would come in. But I'm not sure whether Amorim sees it as cut and dry with the left wing back area in terms of the low and Mazraoui. But for me, I think Mazraoui has to come into the starting 11 at its strongest. Either way, obviously you've got a bench of Bayern, Maguire, Malacia, Mazraoui, Casemiro, Eriksen, Mount, Rashford and Xerxes. It looks strong enough. I know people are saying that Garnacho's probably stronger as a bench option, but he gets to start today after having a little bit of a struggle against Arsenal. The thing is, Rashford came on and didn't exactly pull up trees.
Didn't do much at all, did he?
For me, that's a lineup that should be able to get the job done against Forest. Forest do carry danger in themselves. We will go through the starting 11 of Nottingham Forest too. But I think today we should be a time that we should be looking for 3 points. And I've got a big announcement, people. There's no more invisible chair. Nathan Ellington has decided to turn up. And even worse, he's turned up in a turtleneck. Do you know what I mean? How you doing, Nathan? Right, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you.
Right, mate.
Got Tom.
Seen you at the Wigan game this morning. That was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was awful. And it's freezing as well. So I have to just be in the walk now.
Have you seen the starting 11?
Nope.
You've not seen it? It's right on the screen next to you, Nathan. The invisible man got a look at it, but now you can get a look at it. He's sat on his lap right about now. But looking at that starting 11, confident, anything you'd change? Anyone you're excited about?
I'm excited that the back three is in. The first back three that I would have chosen. And Ugarte's in there again, finally. Ahmad's got his position. I'm quite happy with that side, to be fair. It's one of the best teams we could have picked, to be honest.
It's the producer. His mic has not been activated. Do you know what I mean? No wonder we couldn't hear the invisible man say anything. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Listen, okay.
Can you get that again, please?
You want me to say that again?
No, you could. I think they could hear you to an extent, but I think you can repeat it if you want, because obviously I did ask whether you're happy with the 11. I guess you are. Casemiro seems to be one player that isn't really getting involved in terms of the rotation too much, so that looks like a bit of a decision he's made. Amorim's come out and said that he thinks he's closer to knowing what his best and strongest 11 is, so I don't think it's too far from the one that he's playing now, apart from maybe a couple. Well, I think having debates over what your strongest starting 11 isn't a negative. I think it's a positive thing, because it shows that you got players competing and keep people on their toes a little bit. But what we will move on to is Forest's 11, because that's what I'm intrigued to look at, because I think you can kind of gauge matchups a little bit from seeing that. But I'm not exactly what their starting lineup is at the moment.
Well, look, you've got No Mazraoui. I would have put him. You know, he's been one of the best players since he's come as well. Well, since he's arrived at the start of the season. But to him not be in there, I think maybe it's just a rotation thing for that one.
Yeah, it must be. But I think there's a few positions he could play. So I don't actually, as you say, I don't think it's cut and dry necessarily where he would come in. So I'm intrigued to see that back three, because I've been wanting to see that one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, for sure. So the Forest 11 is, we've seen it on Twitter. So what they have a habit of doing is they just have it listed and it's never actually in position order. So I'm going to have to look at it and kind of try and work out myself where people are playing. But it's Sells, Murillo, Williams, Anderson, Gibbs-White, Wood, Hudson-Odoi, Jota, Yates, Milenkovic and Aina. But right now I'm looking at the Brentford and Newcastle lineups. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? But I will see where the positions are. Okay, so now I can see it. So it's Ole Aina right back, Milenkovic and Murillo as a centre half pairing. You've got Williams as the left back. You've got a midfield pairing of Yates and Anderson. You've got Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi, Jota Silva. There's no Alanga. And then you've got Chris Wood up front, who's had a great start to the season. It's just a standard 4-2-3. Nottingham Forest have started well so far. They've had a hiccup in the last couple of games. Some people might argue it's because they've played against Arsenal and Man City back-to-back, where they've lost 3-0 in both games. But they are still a dangerous side. But I think at home, against a side that don't usually press that high, we should be able to get the job done. It's just about kind of controlling the likes of Hudson-Odoi and Gibbs-White on the break. That's why I was kind of worried about Alanga playing as well. Also, one thing that we do think, obviously, people are debating whether Garnacho should start or whether Rashford should start. Usually what we would say is Garnacho's better off the bench. Ole Aina is one of the best right backs at the moment in the Premier League, in terms of performance anyway, and he's kind of a physical fullback as a right back. This is usually the type of fullback that Garnacho does struggle against. So that's going to be interesting to see today and see if Garnacho can kind of make some sort of adjustment. But for me, you got to respect every side that you play against in the Premier League, but this is a game that I should expect to win.
Yeah, I think we should definitely expect to win this one, but especially with the strongest, most of the strongest players we've got in our squad playing. And then that's what we always wanted to see under Ten Hag. He never seemed to want to play the full, strongest team. And when you look at any other team, you look at Liverpool, you look at City, you look at all these other teams, we could all probably say the starting lineup. We don't even need to think about it. But for us, it was always tough. So now we're starting to see the players that we've always wanted to see. I wanted to see Ahmad on the pitch. We obviously know Bruno's going to play. Højlund's probably the main guy. And I think Garnacho deserves to play ahead of Rashford at the moment, because it's about who brings what the manager wants. And what does the manager want? He wants work rate. He wants people to move and anticipate. And I think at the moment, Rashford's not really doing as much as Garnacho in terms of chance creation and actually pushing the opposition. He scored a few goals, I know that. But I do think it's weird because Garnacho does all of that stuff, but then, it's a bit difficult. It's the final product. But, when you've got someone who can possibly give you 3 or 4 chances, and then he might mess it up, but that's 3 or 4 chances, which if he does really well on one day, he can score 3 or 4 goals in one game. So that's what I like about Garnacho in there, and definitely back threes.
I think this game in the past is one that we've struggled with over the past couple of years. Too many of these against tricky sides. There are no easy sides in the Premier League, but we've let the games drift a little bit. It's that consistency of. And I'm worried a little bit today, just because it's horrendous outside. I always think like the elements sometimes can come a little bit more into it if you don't start properly and get your attitude right from the first minute. Because Forest the couple of defeats, haven't they, in the last couple of games? Is that right? Is it 2-2? But other than that, they've been a really well organised side this year. They've gone away. They've looked good away from home and at home.
Yeah, they've been decent defensively. Yeah. They can be difficult to break down at times. I think it's a game where we should be able to sustain pressure. It's just about whether we have the quality to break them down. I think we score early, we should be all right. But it's just about containing one transition because they do counter-attack really well. I've seen a few comments mentioning what you told me, Tom, before we came on air, which is obviously the sad news about, I don't know if you've heard about Michail Antonio. He's been involved in quite a serious crash. Car crash within the last hour or so. Apparently, there's been a statement that's been put out by West Ham. I don't think he's in the best way, and I think it's like thoughts and prayers to West Ham, to him, and to his family. And it looked very serious, and it's quite saddening. Obviously, someone who plays for Jamaica's national side, who I watch, obviously being a fellow Jamaican, so it is very sad, and I hope he does pull through. It's a very somber note, but we are saying thoughts and prayers to him.
Definitely.
And I didn't know whether you knew or not, but
I didn't know.
People are mentioning it in the chat.
Last couple of minutes,
Yeah.
Very surprising. Very obviously. Just got to hope that he pulls through. If it's that bad, I just hope he just gets a full recovery as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we can do. Is just have thoughts and prayers. But another thing that I wanted to speak to you, and I wanted to get from you, Tom, and I don't start giggling as well, because I know you're ready to think that I'm going to come out with so as bad as joke is. Obviously, we mentioned a couple of positions. We didn't have Mainoo and Martinez against Arsenal as they were suspended. Mainoo's been someone who's had a bit part start to the season. He's battled through injuries, and obviously had a suspension now. How excited are you to see that pivot of him and Ugarte? Because that is a pivot that many are saying could be the one that could be our starting one for the foreseeable. Is it one that you see working?
I think when we obviously with how good he was last year, Mainoo, breakthrough season, and the money that was spent on Ugarte to supposedly fix this issue that our midfield was missing, on paper, I think that's what people were imagining would be our starting two in the middle when everyone was fit. Obviously, we've not seen it. I don't think we've seen it yet. Casemiro coming out of the team. I'll be honest with Casemiro. I know he had a terrible game, didn't he, against Liverpool. He came out of the side. He came back in and he's done all right when the pressure wasn't perhaps on. But to be honest, I think there's elements of him. I've seen him struggle in pretty much every game, personally. So looking forward to seeing this. Obviously, as you say, it's been a bit of a stop-start season for Mainoo so far. But you'd think Amorim, going forward, is a player that he wants to get minutes, get stronger going into the second half of the season, because he'll be key.
Yeah, it definitely will be. I don't know if you know as well, we're getting some scores on the doors from other games. I think is it 2-2 Man City?
Still 2-2.
What?
Yeah, I think I'm
not
sure. I think they've
had behind twice though.
They're behind twice.
Yeah.
They fell behind twice. I think they've got Rico Lewis sent off as well. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? Wales have fallen off, haven't they? Surely.
They've
6
fallen
games.
Because they beat Forest last game
3-0,
but and apparently Forest were unlucky not to
Wood
score like a couple.
He missed he was 1-1 at 1-0, I think.
I think he's got a bit of a specialty, Chris Wood, for missing sitters against City. I think he did it a couple of. I think he missed 2 absolute sitters last year against Forest as well, against City. So I think their luck's running out, but there's something seriously wrong at City now.
Getting older, innit? It's another year. It's another year gone. You can't just keep winning. Like there's many players now that have to be changed, and let's see what Pep can do.
And it's obviously keeping an eye on them, because they could see themselves in a top 4 race with how bad they look. But it's also we're playing them next week, aren't we?
I know.
So that's why you got to keep a further eye. And it's just now we might go into that game almost looking at like equal favourites almost.
Yeah,
and it's just
it's
always the hope that kills you, isn't it?
Yeah, the table's so close, isn't it? And it is the hope, because right now we've got no right to be thinking about challenging with City for positions, really. But when you look at it, it is possible. With City, funny one for me was, I think with champions like that, is moving on at the right time, getting stuck up on, hung up on City here for a minute, but moving players on at the right time, letting Gundogan go, but then bringing him back. I just thought, there's
not that many players. The thing is, there's not that many players that you can replace that kind of level of ability with. So he thought, you know what, if there's no one, let me just take him back.
Take him back.
Yeah.
But
and that's football
surprised
today at the moment for me.
Yeah.
Nah, it's true, exactly. Thing he's mentioned here, Hugh Ben Amorim has said, talk set piece, Ronaldo. Forest XG from corners is second in the Premier League, which obviously means that they're very dangerous from set pieces. We saw how much... Again. 4-2 Brentford against Newcastle. That's good for us as well. I think, why does it feel like every Brentford game now has 7 goals in it? Do you know what I mean? Like, either way.
Crazy.
It does, but carnage matches against Brentford. But I think that's important. That's important for us. We do need to be looking at... What did you think
about the set pieces on Wednesday? Because I was watching it and it seemed inevitable that a goal was coming from a set piece.
Yeah, 100%.
And
it was when you give 14 corners away.
It was. I know. So there was that side of it. We were giving them away so cheaply, but obviously in the warm-up they were practicing this, being rushed from the back post with the way the Arsenal players do. Did you think that we were a little bit naive, or just Arsenal that good at corners?
You know what? They're top at that for a reason.
Yeah.
And if you go from the back, it's hard to mark them. So, and they're all bigger than you. So if they come running in, what happens is they're moving towards the ball. Our players are standing still, so that's number 2. So it's very difficult to get your head on it. And then not only that, is if you get your own head on it, you could score an own goal because it's swerving in. So then if they get their head on it, it's a goal. So it's really everything's like stacked against us to actually stop a goal. And to have that many corners, it's going to be a goal.
The delivery was, they were putting it in some really awkward positions, pinning the keeper. And then there's a video was going around of Maguire where he stood, he gets taken out. Some of your best headers of the ball were almost irrelevant in some of them corners, and
it's tough.
And it's true because everyone's talking about the set pieces, but as Network says, plus their delivery is just so good.
On the money.
You've got to talk about the fact that Saka and Rice, they put it on the money every single time. Yeah. So you got to give credit where credit is due, and it's about Forest today. They have players that can put it on a sixpence as well. So we need to be. Because games a lot can be equalised and they become very important now, set pieces and having that size and that threat, because Arsenal obviously receiving a lot of criticism for it. Man City in their title winning seasons have always ranked very highly, as well as Liverpool, for the amount of goals that they scored from corners. It's where you can get cheap goals and when you're in games where you're struggling to break teams down.
Criticism's mad of Arsenal.
Yeah.
Do not get it.
I don't know why they're angry. Yeah. It's an area where they're strong. Go and exploit it. That's what you do. Yeah. So
exactly for me. But this is what I'm saying. I'm getting a lot of info in the chat, and I will read it out. That's one thing I will do that sometimes Joe doesn't. Do you know what I mean? I won't just ignore the comments.
Shots fine.
Do you know what I mean? Shots fine. I hope he's watching. Cause, do you know what I mean? But as for there's more kind of sentiments being put in the chat for Antonio as well. It is very sad, and obviously we'll keep things updated on that as we see it, because I'm hoping to get some news. We might not get any news during the game about his condition. Obviously I'm hoping that he does survive. We don't want to speculate anything as well. A couple of comments talking about how bad it is, but I'm just hoping that he's alright. It's kind of scary. Life's a bit just never know anytime, especially with the weather conditions and how it is now. It got to make sure that everyone drives safe and takes care. I think these months now, when it gets cold and it gets icy and it gets windy,
you got to be very careful.
You definitely got to be careful. But I'm actually excited mostly about, as I always am, of seeing Ahmad and Mainoo and Euro. That's the trio, and that is the triangle that's been sticking out to me since I've seen a lineup, and it's one of the ones that I wanted to talk about. Obviously, we mentioned how Lenny Euro looked. I got what Tom thought about it. I didn't really find out what you made of Euro's cameo against Arsenal. But seeing that young triangle there of Mainoo, Euro and Ahmad, it's pure football there, and I think that's something that should excite us. It looks like it's just a very young team in general.
You know what? One of the things that we know, when you're press resistant, you're going to have a good game. And if you've got as many press-resistant players on the pitch as possible, I'm looking at that now and I'm going, press-resistant. So many players, like the most players that I've seen on our team. And then you've got the odd player who, may not be as press-resistant, but they're dangerous going forward. So once you've got a team like that, I guess that's pretty much what I would like to see. And, for me, Mainoo is interchangeable with Casemiro, but I want to see Ugarte always in there with one of them too. And that makes our best two. I think Ahmad is definitely our best right side. Bruno has to play because he's a chance creator. Then Højlund is the most number 9 player we've got. That's his natural position. And I think Garnacho is giving the most off the left as a left player. So really, when you look at it, we don't obviously have a proper left-sided player. So Dalot is going to go in there. He can play both sides. So that's the only other one position that I can say, you know what? It's pretty much our team.
I think, obviously, Mazraoui being the only one could potentially come in on that left-hand side. We know he's very comfortable there, but you see you tweet about it all the time. It's the physicality that Dalot will give you, from his height from set pieces and his strength running. That's the one worry sometimes about this side. Is the physicality. But yeah, so it's looking. There was a few examples on Wednesday in the first half where I thought we played quite well, up until a point.
Defensively,
defensively, but playing out of the
and keeping the ball out of the press
and getting
when they
high
pressed
up
us
the pitch.
high.
And then it was just what do you do from there, and that's something we've struggled with prior to Amorim arriving. So that's the big thing that he's got to figure out.
He mentioned that in his conference, didn't he? They're saying that we've been working on this other stuff, but we haven't worked on really what to do on the ball in the final third. We're going to work on that soon. And I didn't even answer your question to do with Euro.
Yes. I know. You kind of drifted by it, obviously, because he was the most exciting thing that we came out of.
There was only a couple of moments, wasn't there? But it was enough
one-on-one situations and a few occasions, and he just got his tackle in like he's Wan-Bissaka. So
that's what I was thinking.
It was good to see that he's just come back as well, and to not have the rust. You're playing against a top team there, and you've been thrown straight in away at. I always say Highbury. You get thrown straight in at the Emirates, and he just carried on from where he must have left off last season. So I'm glad to see that he's over the injuries, and hopefully he's completely over the injuries and can actually stay fit. And that back three can be our back three, the main back three you'll see week in, week out. The same way you pretty much see Liverpool with their team at the back. They're the same all the time, and they usually don't get injured too much. So let's see if we can just keep the majority of these players fit, number one, and then just rotate the players in their positions. This is what I'm loving about Amorim as well. And actually, I'm loving about his formation. I couldn't even see it before the formation. Before Amorim came in, and I was thinking, he plays a 3-4-3. How are you going to do it? Where are we going to play these players? Now it's starting to make sense. We've actually got a team set up better for this than the 4-3-1. So, yeah.
No, it's true. It's just about finding out what the best kind of setup and the best, in terms of personnel is. I think he's just using it almost as pre-season at the moment when he's trying to work out who plays better. I don't think he is a
big rotator. When he wasn't a big rotator at Sporting, was he? That team played a lot of games consecutively. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you say, it's been very, very pre-season vibe to it. Learning as much as he can in a short space of time, getting people minutes on the pitch.
Yeah, it's true. And as obviously De Ligt's central centre back, he's going up against an informed Chris Wood. And Josh Barwater has put in a super chat, thank you for that, saying, Joe mentioned it on the preview, but Jay thought it was bull. With it being Chris Wood's birthday today, do you think players play better on their birthdays? That's intriguing. Do you think you play better? Did you play better on your birthday?
I don't remember playing.
Do you remember ever playing it? I feel like
sometimes.
When's your birthday?
July 2nd. I wouldn't have played. Oh,
exactly.
That's why I didn't play.
The only game I've ever played on my birthday. I went down 10 men and I went in net.
In net?
Yeah, well, I was a winger, but went in net. That's the only. And I
can't
made
remember.
One save.
And the rest were goals.
I
didn't have much to do. It was quite quiet, but I made a save from a free kick, so that was nice.
I actually can't remember playing on my birthday either. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not sure, but maybe 7th of September.
Oh, so you would be definitely.
It's in season,
possible,
yeah, but it's possible. I probably just can't remember brain farting and all that.
I play better when my girlfriend's watching.
Yeah, I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
So
I just train.
Playing out Maradona's.
I've trained on my birthday. I know that.
Warm weather training.
Yeah, but that's
so
it.
You can't take it off, can you? Can't take a day off work.
Nah, I don't need
so
to.
So do you go? You reckon you go in and they bring you like a birthday cake or anything? Kind of sing you happy birthday, take the piss a little bit.
I don't remember anything like that. I think maybe what you do is you bring your cakes in for people rather than people give you stuff. So yeah.
Well, you would have been always off, wouldn't you? Oh.
Yeah, my birthday, I would have been always off, like on holidays, wouldn't it?
Because that's even before July 7th. That's even before
second.
That's Kobbie during pre-season.
No, it'll be pre-season. It would be pre-season. Yeah, so it will be pre-season games probably, but I don't know.
Can't remember. Too many. Too long.
It's just business, isn't it? You just get on with it. Christmas. All them days, it'd be Christmas. It'd be whatever it is. You'd be playing games. So New Year's, everything's just playing matches. So.
Exactly. Obviously, scores on the doors. By the way, the City game did end 2-2.
Still
And
drop points,
I'm
isn't it?
assuming Newcastle have lost as well, which is more drop points.
What was Villa?
Villa
1-0.
won 1-0 from what I did see. So obviously these results and matches don't matter unless United obviously
Go and
take
win,
advantage
yeah.
of it. Do you know what I mean? It's about whether we go and take advantage now and kind of close the gap. But yeah, I think the scores have been that. Obviously Everton Liverpool earlier was postponed because of weather. Villa beat Southampton 1-0. Brentford beat Newcastle 4-2. Palace drew with City 2-2, having beat leading twice, which is unfortunate. So
Can't believe that.
I think
just
United
can't believe that.
get an opportunity today. Obviously, with Newcastle probably going to be in and around us, but won't matter unless we actually win today. Because
You've got to take these
do you know what I mean?
chances, haven't you?
How much of a factor do you think the wind and the fact that weather conditions are as bad as they are today, do you think it'll actually make much of a factor? These footballers just kind of oblivious to it.
So when I've been watching games, I always feel like the first goal is very important, especially if Forest were to get the first goal.
Yeah.
Not saying that Forest are going to come and park the bus, not at all. They've been really, they've been excellent away from home, at Anfield, for example. But if they were to get the first goal today and then the conditions become difficult, it's a lot harder to say, to stick to that plan and keep trying to keep the ball down. It'll suit Forest for trying to disrupt what United are doing, because we're still in that stage where we're still figuring it out a little bit and we're not in, it's not as if we're in wonderful form. So, I don't know. You're probably, you will be better placed to comment, but I always think it can have a little bit of an impact.
Yeah, it can definitely. But I just watched the Wigan game and ball was swirling everywhere. The corner flag was flapping on the floor, hitting the floor. So it was very windy. But they still obviously got the ball down and played. It's just when the goalkeeper kicked the ball, it was in the air for a while, spinning backwards at times. But like they're still able to play. And, Old Trafford's more enclosed than there. So I think what you'll find is the wind won't be as bad. And the rain won't be as bad. It might be, ours is all, leaking as it is. So, yeah, but other than that, I think we'll still get a good game.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a good game and it won't be affected too much by the weather.
Yeah, it's true. Obviously, both teams have to deal with it. It's just whether sometimes conditions like that equalise it, because it might even suit Forest more, because obviously the gap in quality. But you can't even say that in the Premier League anymore, I feel like, because everyone talks about it. Yeah, and I think everyone's good now, and every single game is a potential to drop points. It's become... I mean, the Premier League's become a little bit more championship-like in terms of
how many teams are in it now?
How many teams are in it, and how many teams are good, especially with the money. I think I don't think it's so much the big sides or the big teams have gotten worse. I just think the rest of the league's got better. And I think that type of parity is what you actually want. Obviously, City winning four in a row kind of doesn't attest to that, but it looks like they've finally hit some sort of dip. But I think it's exciting, but it also gives us less margin for error. Yeah. Because before you know it, you can actually have decent results and do okay, and then find yourself still 7th or 8th, because you got the likes of a Tottenham, a Newcastle, a Villa, even like a Brighton these days that are in around you, playing just as well. And they don't also have to deal with, some of these teams don't have to deal with Europe, which obviously has as a factor. We're playing on Thursday nights, they aren't. So it can affect your league form. That's why squad building is so important, and why our recruitment has to get better, and we've got to improve it. But I think the fact that our fitness is better in terms of injuries, and you look at our bench and it's fairly strong enough. We need to utilise that more. And looking at the bench, there's a player on there that I do want to talk about, because he did start against Arsenal, someone that has had injury issues. He's been a little bit of a bit part player when he has been fit as well. It's about where he does fit in. People think he could be rejuvenated under Amorim. But what did you think of Mason Mount and his performance against Arsenal? I know kind of using the game away at the Emirates as a barometer could be unfair to some, but what did you think of his performance? Do you think he shown anything? Do you think he took his opportunity enough? Have you got any type of encouragement in terms of the future, or where he might play?
I think I'm starting to see a little bit more positive stuff from him, because since he came, I was just still saying till the last week, I'm still waiting to see what he's about, because I didn't even, he had great stats at Chelsea and everyone's talking about what he did, goals and assists and all that. But then when he came, I've not seen, with my own eyes, all this information. How is it that he's got these stats and I can't see it? And but this last few games, you see he's got the work rate. He does press people very well. So that's something we know very good. But also he likes to run in beyond. He likes to make them runs, them third man running runs. So that's what I want to see more of. And then I want to see the end product that his stats seems to suggest. So if he can be one of those 10s in behind, and then press high, and also make the runs in beyond where someone can put him in with quality, hopefully the other players can actually put him in with quality now, and we can start seeing the old Mason Mount that we have heard about, or maybe you have seen as well. But I've not seen enough. But what I can say, it looks more positive in this formation because there's not just one position now for him. Because remember when he came in, I was like, but Bruno plays, and he plays every game, and he plays 90 minutes every game, and that's his position. I don't want to see him in the 8, sitting in the midfield when he's not an 8, he's a 10. So now he can. There's 2.
There's more ways into the team now for Mason Mount. I think there's got to be an issue with confidence as well, though. You know, for this big move, and you know the shirt number he's wearing, and 2, it's been, what are we in now? It's a season and a half, and we know he's tidy. We know he'll work hard, he'll press, and he'll make these runs, but beyond that requires a little bit of, you need minutes, and it's confidence in your body as well. I just think that every time it looks like he's going to get a little run, you know, at Tottenham he cuts his head and then you don't see him for another month. So
I think that's not cutting a head.
No, that's what I mean. Like, so there's obviously other stuff going on all the time. It's little niggles that he just can't catch a break. So I just hope he can find a way to iron those niggles out, get a decent run in the team. Because I do think there's a role for him under Amorim. I think Amorim likes him. I think he's a smart player. He's got good IQ, and as you say, there's more than one way for him to get into this team.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? I'm gonna give Nathan Lennon his kudos. I did say
what?
Give you a little bit of banner about your turtleneck, but you got Dylan Proctor in the comments who said this fella's turtleneck jumper is on point.
I love it.
Do you know what I mean? He's saying, no, it's a little bit, you know, it kind of blends into the beard. You know what I mean?
It does look better on video, doesn't it?
You need to stay warm, man. You don't like turtlenecks?
No, I can't. It's a lie. I literally, my profile pic on Twitter is me in a turtleneck.
Okay.
So I don't know why I could pull one off.
Nah.
You can't pull off.
Neck
too long.
Yeah. You know what? When it's cold, man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. You just got to wear what works. That's all I care about.
Nah, it's the time for it in terms of warmth. Go ahead.
It is cold out.
Yeah, it's cold. It is cold. But obviously, we talked about Mount. I do want to see what people in the comments think about it, of people's prospects about Mason Mount. We've got also Xerxes, who's on the bench. Højlund does look to be the preferred starting 9. He does seem to be the 9 that suits Amorim's style better. Profile more similar to Gyökeres. Yeah. Xerxes did score 2 when he last started against Everton. It is a poor Everton side, but it is also a side that went and beat Wolves 4-0 the following week. And they also, I think, outside of us, I think Everton have only lost 1 game out of the last 8 outside of when we beat them. So we can't poo-poo the fact that we beat them as well as we did. It was a little bit more even than a 4-0. But for me,
we scored at the right time.
I thought Xerxes probably put his best game in the United shirt. So having players that are playing well and not starting isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it means that you've got players that are showing a bit of form and showing what they can do, and obviously bring a different dynamic if we need it. In terms of the actual depth of the team, we do have some quality issues. Amorim's talked about the lack of physical fitness. Something that Ten Hag did mention as well. How much of a problem do you think that is? And
massive.
That's gonna be, it is huge now in the Premier League, isn't it?
It's a massive problem because, you know, players have to be able to play for 90 minutes at high intensity. And I've noticed a number of players. I know, obviously, they mentioned Rashford first, but it is someone who I watch Rashford and I've always loved him when he's playing at his best. And I just want to see him back to his best. But it all starts with being fit enough to be able to make them runs, shut down, and then get back. And then when he gets on the ball, be able to run with it. And I feel like he needs to up them fitness levels, the same like other players, but like him more importantly, because that's his game. He needs to be able to do that, to be that kind of player he wants to be. And if everybody else is getting injured, that's probably why so many players got injured. Maybe we didn't train with the intensity enough to actually have those fitness levels. So when you come to the game, the players are getting fatigued and they're just pulling up with injuries all the time. That's what could easily happen. And I'm not sure, because you know you see the Man United TV and you see them in training and all they're doing, it looks like they're just doing like small squares and stuff. They're not really going at it. And now you're seeing, get back. And you're seeing them running all the way back once they made a shot. And that's proper running. That's what you're supposed to do to be at the fitness levels you need to be. So I think it's definitely going to make a massive difference to us. Especially, and now the players, didn't you see against Arsenal, we're able to block chances. We're able to actually move with the players once they do a little jink. Before, we weren't able to even move. We had no legs anywhere on the field, and then people can get shots off for fun. We were blocking so many chances because we got enough players on the pitch that have actually got the agility to move.
But it didn't seem desperate, though, in that first half.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It was really well
drilled.
So well, I thought.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Nah, listen, do you know what? Because the first half was one where we basically it was like a 5-2-3 almost. I thought we looked organised. I thought we looked aggressive. You looked like a team that was well coached.
Yeah.
I think we stifled Arsenal really well, especially their right side. Bukayo Saka did little to nothing all game. I thought against Malacia and Mazraoui he'd find it difficult anyway down that side. Yeah. The only issue was we didn't really offer little to no threat going the other way. And that's kind of are you offset? It's about finding a balance
with these foundations, though, because at the very least, like, there's good players in that side. So you get this right, you stop conceding goals, and in the meantime, you've still got players that can win you a game. And slowly but surely, he'll start to add, a plan going forward as he currently has defensively. It was a great foundation that we built in the first half against Arsenal. And there was a couple of chances with Højlund where he managed to turn and get him behind a little bit, and you're just hoping that maybe you can make the best of one chance. But obviously at the moment we are feeding off scraps in those kind of games, and going forward that'll be something he'll need to come up with a plan for.
Yeah, 100%. We are fastly approaching the game now. It's almost flew by. I think we've got 15 minutes or so
until might need to get it on the screen now.
Do you know what I mean? Nah, and eventually. Do you know what? It's also it's a happy day as well. United's game's on Sky. Do you know what I mean? We're not on Sky as much now since we've been a little bit poor. Do you know what I mean? So we need to. That's definitely why we've got to improve. Obviously, I think Ben's put a quote from Amorim on the screen. Amorim says we're still trying. We're still getting to know everything about each other. We were all disappointed on Wednesday, but now we will learn how we all react to a setback. It is true. Sometimes it is easier to perform when things are rosy, when things are going well. What tells you a lot about our players, how they react to adversity and when they're losing. Some people have the mentality, some don't. But unfortunately, I think that's almost the thing that you can't teach, though. That's the worrying thing. I think intangibles in terms of how you are as a footballer, they're not teachable. I think people either have those or they don't. I think, and it has to come within them. It's not something that can be given to you. That's why some people say, in terms of we spoke about recruitment, obviously you look at players and the ability that they've got and their attributes and that, but some scouting now almost has to look at what players are like in 100%. Terms of finding out what they're like with their personality, what their mentality is like, and things like that are also a lot more important than you think now. And I think
especially to play for Man United, I just think
especially play for United.
These players, a lot of these players will do really, that if they move on, and we've been a little bit disappointed in them in the time here, they'll go elsewhere to sides in and around the top six, and they'll do really well. I just think it's every single game is. I mean, it's a cliche, isn't it? But it's a cup final for who you're against, and everyone's after you at United. And I think with them, too often it's the dips from game to game have been far too much.
Yeah, I also think it's an ability thing. Before I think the players that were put in they weren't meshed. I don't know what Ten Hag was doing at times, in terms of when you look at the team, you're thinking, wait a minute, they don't go together. Like, they just don't. And it's just never going to work. You've got too many players that are not able to move on the pitch. So we're going to concede chances for fun, like 25 shots against, no matter who you're playing. You're just going to concede that amount of goals and shots because you're playing with players on the pitch that are just not able to move. But it seems like we've changed that now. And so that's another thing, the ability levels. And that's really...
Yeah, exactly. We've got Jay Yates with a super chat who says, yes, Tom Looney, on with a Tix legend, the Duke. Do you know what I mean?
That's a great day for me.
I'm not going to lie to you, I have no idea what he's talking about. I think that's a bit of an inside joke.
It'll be from the other stuff that I do, but I wear my Wigan shirt a lot.
Tell us about yourself, Tom.
It's just I do. Some people know me from stuff I do with Stephen Tries.
Yes.
The comedy stuff. But Wigan's my second team. I started watching Wigan a bit more outside of United around the time you got to the Premier League. So
Okay.
yeah, you know.
Also, is this your first time meeting, Nathan?
Yeah, first time meeting. Yeah.
Wait, you're. Hey, wait.
You're watching
Hey,
me
I'm not
play
gonna lie.
it? Okay.
Hey, listen, you might have to sign that turtleneck for him. Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought.
Because do you know, I've got a couple of United shirts down the years, but I never really go out and buy them. But generally, year on year, I always get my Wigan kits.
I didn't know that this was a fanboy moment for you this whole time.
No,
You've
it's not
kept
a
it.
fanboy, man.
Yes, you have. You've kept that under wraps. No, as well. I'm sure you can get a picture of that after. I'll take it for you.
Nice one,
Tom.
Yeah.
But that was very cute. I respect it. I feel like you can gun bright red. No, but Ben's also put up as Paddock. We have spoken about at length. For people that don't know about the car crash that Michail Antonio has been involved in, that we are hoping for the best. And I am urging people not to kind of speculate about things out of respect until we actually know what's actually happened and the end result is. But we do know he's been airlifted to hospital at the moment in a bad way. So we're hoping that he does pull through that, because it is very sad, and things like that are bigger than football. But we have a little over 10 minutes until kick-off, so I think it is probably the right time to get our match predictions in terms of the scoreline, goal scorers, etc. So Nathan, start with you. I'll start with you.
Why?
And then
I just waited. Let me
I
think.
I
got time to think.
I'll give you time to think.
All right, I'm thinking with that team there, we're at Old Trafford, we're playing against these boys. Okay, what, you want me to give you the scores?
Yes,
Scorers?
give me a score prediction and scorers for today's game.
A lot of detail.
I'm going with 3-1. I'm going to go with 3-1, and I think Hoyland's going to get one. I'll go with Ahmad getting one because he's due one. I think Bruno might get one as well.
Bruno, okay. I'm hoping so as well.
You know what? I got a feeling De Ligt will score, so one of them can't score.
Yeah, De Ligt,
I might have to take Bruno out of it.
Bit of a set
I'm
piece
giving De
danger.
Ligt, I'm going Hoyland, and I'm going Ahmad. 3-1. Hudson-Odoi probably gets their goal.
Yeah, he's definitely a bit of a set piece danger. So what do you reckon, Tom? What's your score prediction?
I was thinking very similar. Maybe go a bit more ambitious and say 3-0.
With the back three we got.
Because I feel like if we do, you can very easily go behind in this game. It can happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's what's happened before, especially against Forest. But I think if we get the first goal, that side out there, you know, I feel like we're in a decent moment. 3-0, and I won't give you all the scorers, but I think Ahmad will get on the score sheet again.
Yep, I think I'm predicting a 3-1.
Okay.
I think Ahmad scores one. I think Hoyland gets on the score sheet, and Bruno.
I'll give you Rashford.
I think as well. I think they maybe.
Rashford off the bench. Score.
Yeah, I think they maybe nick one. We might get a bench scorer. Who knows? I don't think it will be. This game's one of those where I think it's either going to be really difficult, or it'll be a game where Forest have we've hit them at the correct time.
Yeah.
Where they'll sit off us, allow us to play, and I think we have the quality to break them down. I think we'll be more camped in their half. All we just need to do is control them on transition. I think you've got Lenny Euro back there, who's going to be important today for that. And I think one of the most important factors in this system, in terms of those wide centre halves, is the fact that they do have that type of athleticism and ability to defend 1v1 in the channels as well, like Lenny Euro showed.
Yeah.
Because if you do have that, it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive with putting a winger in the wing back area.
Yeah.
Because
because
you can be able to, because you've got someone that's able to cover. Whereas I think if you've got, for example, you've got Maguire in the wider positions, I think the fullback can't be a winger, because you think you need someone that can come back and help a little bit. But for me, that probably looks like the best lineup for me at the moment, outside of Mazraoui, because I think Mazraoui is too good of a footballer not to be the starting 11 wherever you play him.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. I think to be fair, I know you say Mainoo, but I don't think you're gonna. I think you're gonna add a bit more of something different when Casemiro's in that midfield 2, because Casemiro, set piece wise going forward, very good. Then first time balls around the corners and the first time balls into the box, He does that really, really well. And when he's got a dog next to him, he's a lot better. Like, if you leave him as the last man, he's going to get found out. Like, you leave Maguire on his own, he's going to get found out. But if you play him in a free, he's probably more likely to do okay, more often than not. And same with Casemiro. We've got 3 in behind now and an Ugarte. It's like when Fred was playing with him. When Fred played with him, he did all his running for him. And then he allowed Casemiro to be Casemiro, and we loved him. 9s and 10s every week nearly. So why can't he continue doing that? You don't have to be fast. You just have to pass them balls. First time balls around the corners for people like Højlund to run onto. But now we've got, let's see what Mainoo can do in there. Can he bring the same kind of stuff? What do we expect from Mainoo? Like, what do you expect from Mainoo in there as opposed to what Casemiro does? Like, which means why you would play him ahead of Casemiro?
Expect him better on the ball, more press resistant. Obviously, he doesn't have the defensive positioning and cleverness sometimes that Casemiro does have. But he offers a lot. I think he offers more going forward as well. And I think it's a game where we should dictate most of the ball and have more possession. So I think that becomes more important. But for first, Jeremy Young, who's been a member for 41 months, I don't want to ignore you. 41 months, what's that? Maths-wise. Is that what long is that?
About 4 years nearly.
About nearly 4 years.
Nearly 4 years.
Something like that. 2.5. I'm acting like squinting's going to help me. But that's... But he says, thanks for that, by the way, for being a member for that long. That does definitely help the channel. But glad to see Noose get a rest. Who's Noose? Noose is a mad... Is that Mazraoui? Mazraoui get a rest time.
Noose,
yeah. And excited to see Euro off the start, as we've mentioned. I think sometimes when you've got someone that's young... like Lenny Oro, he's only 19. I think he was 18 when we signed him. You got to remember that he's someone that's played a lot of games at a top level. He was starting for Lille as an 18-year-old, being one of their better players, and that's no mean feat because they were pretty much title contenders when he was playing in League One, playing Champions League football too. So he's got a lot of football under him already. And I think position-wise, I think centre-half is one of the hardest to play as a young player. And it's one of those that I think centre-halves usually peak later, don't they? Yeah. When they start to learn the game a little bit more, rely less on athleticism, become a little bit clever in terms of positions they find themselves in. They learn a little bit of the dark arts. So when you see a centre-half performing really well at a really young age, that is very promising. And I think the best is yet to come from Lenny Euro. And he will have some mistakes. There will be moments of franticness, but for me, he looks like a top player, and I think he could be a player we look back on as being a bargain, and he could be someone that's a pillar at the back for years.
I think Amorim spoke glowingly about him, hasn't he? And I really don't think he would do that and put that pressure on if he isn't expecting this kid to be,
that's what we
different class. Yeah,
he's going to Real Madrid, wasn't he? Yeah. So if he's going to be going to Real Madrid, we've managed to get him in first, obviously because he would have gone there, and maybe had to wait his turn. And rather than do that, you'd come to United. So, I'm happy that we've got a player like that for the long term. And you don't need to worry about that position for, a very long time. And that's what we need to do. We need to try and find more of those that are going to be in there, mainstayers in the side, for years, that will just keep you in there for years. So,
yeah, 100%, because that's a main factor about today's lineup. It's not something that I have mentioned, but today's lineup is an average age of 23, I believe.
Amazing.
So I think Bruno Fernandes is the only player that's above 26 years of age, and that is a shift from a team that was relatively old, that needed youthful players, and that's a sign of good things because it means that we've got players that can develop and grow. And obviously United haven't been the best at that in the last 10 years, but we're hoping under a new regime with Ineos, and obviously a young up-and-coming manager, as well as Amorim, that we will see some sort of improvement. And we've got some glowing years to come, because I'm tired of trying to choose which rival team I'd rather win the title other than us. Do you know what I mean? I want us to be involved in that. And so I'm hoping it's a sign of good things to come. We have got 5 minutes until the start of the game, and the closer I'm getting to it, the more hopeful I am that we'll actually win quite comfortably today. I'm hoping that anyway. I'm hoping it's similar to what we saw against Everton.
I wanted to ask, where do you think we stand on the striker? Do you think we need to sign someone? Do you think in the coming transfers, well, obviously not in January, but in the summer, it's somewhere we'd look to strengthen? Or do you think that we're going to see more from the personnel we've got?
I think the fact that we've signed 2 young strikers and then we've been linked to Gyökeres and people are saying we don't have enough goals in the team, and I think it is true. You could probably get an upgrade there, but I think the team elsewhere has more pressing needs. And I think to get an elite striker nowadays, it's going to cost, 80 million, 90 million, and that eats too much into your budget. With FFP and PSR, I think we could distribute it better elsewhere, especially when we've got 2 young strikers there already. I think you just give them more time, give them more room to develop, give them an opportunity to kind of show themselves. And then if we have to do that in the future, I don't know, because I think obviously they're not both showing themselves to be natural goal scorers yet, but I don't necessarily think under Ten Hag that we platformed our strikers in the best possible way anyway. So I'm hoping that can change and then we can get the best out of them and we can focus elsewhere, because I think we've got probably a left centre half that we can get, left wing back is a priority, probably another midfielder, someone in those 10 positions before you can even think about spending 80 million on a striker for me. But the players have walked out now, so we are moments from kickoff.
We're getting a bit of sound on there.
Yeah, a bit of sound. There's obviously been a tribute to Kath, who was the receptionist and secretary, was one of the pillars of the club. I think she was working for about 50, 60 years.
Wow.
She was loved and adored at the club. She was basically united through and through. So rest in peace to her, and it is very sad news that she did pass away during the week, and there was a tribute being paid to her right before the game, which is a very nice touch.
For sure.
What a legend she was. 55 years she was working there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kath, United legend with the whole United squad. I think a bit of applause for her. Very nice touch.
Is there 1 minute silence, or did they? Is it? Probably, isn't it?
I think it'll just be a team tribute, won't it?
It'll be a team tribute maybe, and then the game started. But yeah, is this where I say this is the one? This is the big one, like Joe does.
This is it.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, is that's what Jay says, isn't it? Yeah, Jay kind of says that.
You know what's weird though? It just feels like we've got a bench, or like before.
Yeah.
I felt like we never had a bench. Like we just
Players weren't
we didn't
fit,
really
man.
have a team either. Like
They
I
just
don't know what's going on.
Players weren't ever fit. It just felt like we were injured constantly.
Last year was mental, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that at United.
Oh yeah, I remember Gibbs White was running Casemiro ragged last 2 games against these. So obviously, be good to. That's why he's probably not playing today. You've seen what's happened in previous games. I think you know what? Nope.
Yeah,
Chris Wood's a goal scoring machine this year somehow.
Yeah, he's a bit of a problem. Obviously, Hudson-Odoi has found a bit of form as well. But I'm looking at that. I think Nico Williams, left back. He's good going forward. He's got good delivery as well on him, Williams. But he's not the best defensively, and I think Ahmad against him is something that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
What's
he doing at left back? Wait a minute. Was he left back all this time?
No, he's a right back, but I think they've just played him left back today, unless they've got Aina on that side. But for me, I think that's somewhere we should exploit, because I think we didn't exploit Zinchenko enough before Arteta dragged him off when Ahmad came on.
Yeah.
But I think there's going to be, is it a moment silence, or is it a moment,
I think it'll be
or is it a minute's applause
It'll probably be a minute or something.
for
sure.
CAF before the game?
I think, they're doing like a tribute thing. Yeah, it's out of it.
Okay. Could join in on that as well. It's applause. We're not going to clap into the mic, but there's going to be a minute's applause for CAF, which is a nice touch. Amorim's slick, isn't he? He's slick looking.
Yeah.
Looks better now, doesn't he, than when he was playing?
I was wondering that. He was bald and I don't know, he had a bit of a boomerang going on in his hair
young,
as
isn't he?
well.
Glow.
He's on the young side, and he's like 30.
39.
Yeah, proper young. Ugarte's really impressed me as well, by the way.
Ugarte.
Done well.
He's done really well.
Shutting down, and his passing distribution better than what I thought. People were mentioning that he's just a destroyer. He can't pass the ball. He can pass the ball.
Yeah,
Simple
it's
passing.
not
Like
his
mad
best
passing.
trait. But what I love about Ugarte, and I love players like this. I always loved it when I play with him. You know, players that just know their job.
Yeah, exactly.
And they stick to
There you go.
what they can do.
Okay.
They don't try and exert themselves or play out of their means or their ability. He does. I like the fact that he just does his job. He does what he says on the tin, and I think you need players like that. I think he's going to be a valuable squad player at the very least.
Yeah.
And I think he's useful, especially his legs in there, which we've had a problem with. But the game's about to start now. The closer you get, sometimes you start thinking, are we going to win 5-0 today? I'm like,
see how we
alright,
start.
just
Let's see
start
if we
getting
can
gassed,
play
innit,
fast
I think.
football. That's what I want to see. A bit more intent. Because sometimes when they don't press you high, we start playing really slow. I want us to like pick it up. And the manager did say that, you know, I think the first half of one of the games, he said, listen, pick it up. And I started seeing a lot more one-touch football. So that's what I want to see this time.
I hope we get Ahmad in the game a lot. Sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like we don't look to him enough over on that right-hand side, and Garnacho will have so many opportunities, and he can be hit and miss. Whereas with Ahmad, I think that now he looks like he feels trusted, and he's
so efficient.
Yeah, but
I trust him to make the right decision on the ball every time.
true. We are about to kick off now, so the game will begin. So I'm about to completely ignore the comments for 45 minutes because they're always ahead of us as well. I'm not trying to see things before. Cone's on the pitch.
Amateur.
Hey, look at the way he flicked that. That's all about the law. You can tell he's
All round.
can tell the lights are on, but not always. No, lights are on. Someone's not always on with the law, innit? I'm not gonna lie. We've gone very direct to Chris Wood. First duel won by Lenny Euro. Someone should take a little list of that. Do you know what I mean? Shameless.
Let's go. Offside.
Go on,
Is he offside?
go on.
From that?
Ooh, just a little bit further.
And how does he
Scrappy
nick all
style.
them balls this
Just
time?
turns it
How does he do it? I don't know.
I play a lot of NBA 2K and there's a badge called Pickpocket.
Yeah, he's got that, innit?
And he's literally reminds me of that badge. This is the matchup that I think's a bit difficult for Garnacho. Him against Aina.
Is he pacey?
He's
Look
just
at that.
he's a powerhouse. He's really good.
It's not just Garnacho that's struggled
Yeah.
there.
Uh-oh. Looks like he's got something about him. They are quite energetic team. That's what's making them.
Oh, is that a corner?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Forest who are decent set pieces of a corner straight away.
They were 2 up inside 10 minutes last season, weren't they? Was it last year? Or am I thinking the season before?
Yes, Ben's put Amorim on Euros, so he's fast. He plays very well with the ball. He was very good one against one in the final part of the game, and a lot of transitions, and he managed that very well. And we have put him step by step in the team, and I think today's the right game to do that. But the set piece is coming in because I'm scared.
Oh
and they scored,
my gosh!
And they scored. I knew it.
Should have gone 3-1.
Oh
Didn't
my
we
god! Oh my
He did
gosh!
fucking jinxed it.
1 minute.
They
in.
literally put that. We've now conceded the most goals in the league
Maybe
from
Arsenal aren't
set
that good
pieces.
at
We
set
talked
pieces.
about
We're
Forest's
just
set piece threat
diabolical.
before the game, but 2 minutes in and we're already 1-0 down.
My goodness me!
That's the worst thing in the on these kind of games.
It's just cheap.
And they're not even doing the same thing. Why
Oh,
are they
that's
getting a chance?
really.
Why are they
that's
getting a
just
chance?
flat, isn't it?
Who's
It's-
marking him?
Who's marking him there?
Martin is on him. No
It's
one's on
mate-
the other one. Oh, Martinez holding him.
Martinez too small.
Oh, no, this.
Nah, he's not even gone into. He's
Yeah,
tried
it's
to.
just a physical mismatch there. It's not a great matchup there for Martinez.
Without Martinez there, Delict can probably do more, but Martinez is he's got hold of him doing nothing.
Oh my goodness me!
That's so
Yeah.
easy.
He was just too big and too strong for Martinez
Yeah.
there.
Great.
Okay, now 1-0 down. Up. This also gives him something to hold on to, but
Pressure.
That's my worry when when you're marking zonally and players are running onto you, is that when
Come
they'll
on,
choose
go
their
on,
matchup,
go
won't
on.
they?
Let's get back in this. Put him in.
Oh
my gosh, he missed it!
How's he missed that?
How? How did he not head that?
That would have been a perfect response as well. How's that missed his head?
I don't
The
understand.
keeper
It looked
himself
like-
just got a nick on that.
Must have done.
The only thing about scoring early is obviously you got a lot of the game to turn it around.
Yeah, you just want to be the team to score first, not anyone else. Oh man, I need to see that again because I don't understand how he's missed that. That's got to be a header that goes in. He didn't even touch it, did he? In the end,
Yeah,
looked like he didn't touch it at all.
yeah, you need to be stronger against set pieces. Why is that going to trigger off whenever so happens?
All of that stuff.
So what do you think? Well, that was more man marking it. I think people were discussion about zonal marking and how like we're allowing players to kind of get a run on us and
Yeah.
go on,
Oh,
go on,
lay him.
lay it off, lay it off, Oiland.
But I think the issue is we've got such there's a few mismatches, isn't there, physically? So
Just got to set that though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's surely got to say that. Well, yeah, let's see what happened there, because like, I just don't understand. I felt like that.
Was
ball
it a
wasn't-
great?
Oh,
it's
shit,
behind
missed
him,
the
behind
ball.
him.
does he?
Behind.
Oh, okay.
I think. I think he's.
Could he
Could
reach
he
better?
tempt his run a bit as well?
If he jumped, I guess, but I think it's
I don't think the
just above him.
I don't think the pass through to Garnacho was very good though.
No, it was a bit.
Bouncing
Bouncy,
bomb that from Bruno.
It was a good response though.
Let's go on, man.
Fine,
Someone
gets through
support.
space, I know. You know, with that, sometimes I'm like, as a winger, it's a good run from Bruno, but it kind of like
Not gonna really
takes
get-
men towards you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like if you got
Oh,
Love
that's
it.
nice.
go on.
There we
To
go.
see-
Bounce one more.
Wouldn't
There
mind
we
to see
go.
Mainoo shoot.
Take
there.
him. Put someone in. Just keep bouncing it around. That's all I
I
want to
wouldn't
see.
mind to see you.
Fucking hell.
That's all.
All the
good.
way
That's all
back.
good.
Quick.
At
I know the
least you got
fans out
players
there.
who can move the ball quick.
No fans ain't gonna happy about that one.
Should be able to make something.
Because this is
count.
the issue. Because Forest are quite well drilled up. We got the quality to kind of. I do think we score. It's just about making sure they don't score again on transition.
Ref, definitely a foul.
Just blatant foul that.
You had to separate what's gone
What I do,
before
I'm-
under Ten Hag. haven't
What I
you?
will say, it might be unpopular, but I kind of thought with the kit though.
Hmm?
Forest's kit.
What about it?
It's pretty nice. I like the colour on that.
Oh, you like the colour, yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Nice. Too much like City for me.
I thought that was coming. Turquoise piece. Don't know. What do you think about that though? Being all the way like in their box and then kind of ending up back at the centre half.
That's annoying. It is annoying because you've worked all that way, but then you don't see City doing that too much. What they do is they end up playing it to the left and coming out and going to the right and then coming out and doing either one and then getting something going. Why we have to go all the way back, I don't know.
I think a couple of the passes on the edge of the box were a bit loose.
Yeah.
So rather than being able
And then
to
you
take
had
it in a
to,
stride
yeah.
and move forward, it's better to just recycle it and keep
Yeah.
hold
Yeah.
of it. But
But
Go on.
there we go. This is the kind of thing I
Yeah.
like to see because Bruno
Yeah.
can link with him, and Ahmad will like that more.
Yeah.
He's been able to bounce and get it back with actual quality back to his
Just
feet.
get him someone he can play with, innit?
Yeah, that's what I mean. These players that rely on,
nice.
like even Mainoo, he relies on players being able to.
No one's
Oh,
there.
that's
It's good cross. It was a good idea, but see, those are the ones that. Alright, so that's the stuff that bothers me because people will say now at the end of the game, Hoyland's didn't get any service. He didn't get any shots.
Well, let's see. Look,
And then I'm like, it's
look
like
here.
short,
It's
man.
like,
He's running
and then
in
it's
now.
like, and then it's about. But are you getting yourself in enough areas to get shots?
was
Yeah.
he right to
Got him
drop
in
short
pass.
there? Did he need to? There's so many players around the box.
No,
Did he
staying
need
at
to make
bottom.
that run because
No,
then he
I
was?
don't think so. I think you
he
need to
couldn't-
occupy especially when the low block and like you need someone to just occupy the centre halves. He's not, and dropping in is not his game.
yeah,
as well.
I think he
definitely
doesn't
isn't.
need to do it.
Yeah, just
Got
do
me.
what Haaland does. Sorry, just stand there, wait to
Yeah.
just get on the end of anything. Forget sitting there trying to hold up the ball. That's for Xerxes when he gets on. At least it's better. What I'm looking at. More players on the
Yeah.
field that can do
It's a
things.
goal again.
90 seconds.
Oh, do you know what? He doesn't have to do anything, does he?
He's
No.
just.
He barely even he doesn't make a run.
He's
He
just-
just shuffles
he's
to the
just bigger and
side,
stronger
jumps.
He's just bigger, innit? Yeah.
Martinez didn't even get off the ground. Fuck me.
But that's his thing, innit? To try and put them off rather than get off the ground
Yeah.
and do bits. What?
Go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
don't mess about. Make it.
Yeah.
Go away with that.
Lay it,
Pass,
lay it.
pass.
Why did he lay it to Bruno?
He's
Okay, do what you're doing.
Look, he's kind of get.
He still should have laid it to Bruno.
Oh, you go on the
He's
outside
now
there.
done too much.
He
like.
looked really uncomfortable dribbling there as
So,
well.
I mean, just give it to Bruno there. He's already running. Like, he's in his path. It's in his path. Just give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Go on, can we break?
Can we switch play?
Yeah, because if he didn't pass off there straight away, I was like, okay. And then he just looked like he looked like a bit like deer in headlights there with
Yeah.
the ball, like the ball getting a bit mixed up under his feet and that. I don't know.
And then going to beat too many then. Like you,
Yeah, I thought he should have just laid it off to Garnacho and got himself in the box.
Yeah. Ball moves faster than you lads.
Exactly, boys.
Hate when people dribble towards men. You could have passed it. It would have been faster, innit? I'll dribble this onto your toe.
To be honest,
Yeah,
it's only two
Yeah.
players. Yeah, I know. There's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
two players on this in the side that I think that do a bit more on the ball than they should.
Go on.
Ball,
It's a great ball.
Good defending.
Good ball. Like Garnacho and Højlund are probably the only two that I would say want to run rather than pop and move and get it all the time. So
It's
I
true.
think
Hopefully.
Rashford sometimes runs into players that I wish he'd just.
Yeah,
wish he
he's-
wouldn't. He
yeah,
very very straight runs.
yeah. But this is I mean, like Pep plays on the pitch
Yeah.
now. That's what I mean. Doesn't have
Don't
that
mind.
about it. Oh,
That's-
I don't mind shooting. I don't think we shoot enough. I'm not gonna lie to
is
you.
that Dello?
Yeah.
Of course.
We can shoot more, but
No,
from what I see straight, I think the matchup that we want is Ahmad against Williams.
Yeah.
I think we just need to get him isolated enough.
Just keep bouncing it, get in them spaces, get it and move, pass it and move and get it back.
Indeed. All right, so we've got some positive updates on Michail Antonio, thank goodness. West Ham United can confirm that Michail Antonio is in a stable condition following a road traffic accident this afternoon in the Essex area. Michail is conscious and communicating and is currently under supervision at Central London Hospital. At this difficult time, we kindly ask everyone to respect the privacy of Michail and his family. The club will make no further comment this evening, but will issue a further update in due course. So it's just great news that he's in
positive.
He's in stable condition. That's what's positive. We don't know exactly what injuries he does have. That's a different story, but for now, we can just be happy that he's okay. All right, back.
That's one thing that
Getting a lot
Dello
of
does
space
well,
here.
doesn't he?
Step in, step.
Steps into it, beats his man, takes players out of the game.
Go on,
That's what we want.
There we
Go
go.
on.
Oh, not bad.
It's just the quality there at the end of it.
As long as you're in them areas.
Everything's coming from that area, though.
Yeah. But the good thing is if he has enough of them shots, you know, you can back him to hit the target more often.
I'm not sure what was that.
Is that a pass?
I couldn't quite tell what that
kind
was.
of like, what you doing? Why did you even try that one? But still, I don't mind him getting them kind of chances.
It's all coming from Ahmad, isn't it? It's just got to keep getting.
Can't believe
ball
that
out
one.
there.
I don't think that was Ganacho's fault, before. I'm still thinking. I think Højlund just misjudged it. Like his run.
He's running. He was
Just
running full pelt, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
He
was
couldn't-
running too fast.
It's tough, that one, to be fair. I'm not going to even
Well
try and
challenged, yeah.
fault anyone on that. I think the ball was
Go on,
okay.
go on,
Could
go
have
on.
been a little bit better.
Go on, lads.
Well, I think we can.
First
we can
time,
do it
Dallo.
now. I think we can get on them.
They've not offered much for outside of that set piece. That's why they're so important. Just like the equaliser, aren't they? Just need to move a bit faster, though.
I mean, right, just pop it. I mean, let's go.
Yeah. I always think, when people say teams are organised, I think a defensive shape's as organised as you make it.
Yeah, if you
As an
make it
attacking
slow,
group.
yeah.
If you
Pop it around slowly.
If you pop around slowly, it's easy to be organised against. If you don't make good movements and rotate, then it's easier to stay solid. I think is
Nice.
that true?
There we go.
I just don't know about this matchup here. Yeah, I don't
It's
know
a corner.
about that one.
Yeah, it's.
Do you know what I mean?
That's,
Yeah. I don't expect him to
Right.
get much change out of Vayner.
Come out of there.
Go
Don't
on.
come out of there.
Wait, ref! That was annoying that if he lost his footing, because I think he was through
He
there.
was in, wasn't
Mainoo.
he?
It's Grealish doing
It's a
that
good job.
there.
There was a little touch, and it wasn't just a slip.
Huh?
I was thinking it looks a bit like Grealish.
Yeah, it's Grealish doing
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, it's just a full-on push, isn't it?
Put his socks down as well. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
It's a yellow card that if he's past him, really. I know it's a push, but he's gone.
I don't know. That was
I just
good
think
shot,
behind
that.
you when you just shove someone, he's away and you fouled him.
Grealish snuck onto Forrester's right wing
Delete for 1-1
game
maybe.
time.
Come on, delete.
On pale blue shirt again. Isn't
Yeah, it's true, bad.
Ahmad there on the edge.
Ahmad.
Lurking.
I think.
There's a direct pass
I think.
there,
I
isn't
think.
there, maybe?
I think
No,
this is.
that guy's
I think
away.
this is blatantly going to Ahmad
Give it to Ugarte.
because there's no one even kind of looking
If you can dink it,
unless
let him
unless
volley
they
it.
bait it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is. Finish that!
Go on.
Oh, what
and
the?
Go on.
Oh, fuck.
You could see it.
It was always happening, innit?
He got it through, but it just didn't quite have the legs on it, so he had to
Yeah.
challenge the shot a bit, didn't he?
That's not bad. What's happened there? He's stuck in there.
Højlund's upset about
No.
something.
All right, let's start at the back post, guys.
It's on
Let's
the
do the
floor,
same
as
thing
usual.
that they do to us.
There was a little bit of a tussle, wasn't it?
No, it's a good ball, to be fair.
Right, it's a good flush.
that
Gibbs
was
White.
going bottom corner as
Gibbs
well.
White got out fast enough.
Oh, he's been dragged there.
Oh
hasn't he?
yeah, we just fucking dragged him to
Tell
the
you
floor.
what,
No.
Did he head that?
I'm not going to give him.
No, the keeper's done it. It's the keeper that. But
I'm starting the back post, guys.
that's what's got him away with it, isn't it?
No. Copy Arsenal. Well, I tried.
It's a terrible ball.
I bet that's Bruno,
a
innit?
different-
That's Bruno,
that
innit?
touch was a
Bruno shouldn't take corners. Like, he's never been good at them. So just not playing with it. Let Ahmad take them. Ahmad's done really well with the delivery. I think he always hits the near man. Always, Bruno. For years he's been doing it. I don't know why you still let him do it. I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's true. Can you circulate it the other way?
Come on, that.
That was
Back you go, lad.
When you lose it, don't foul though. It's an easy. He's having a little whinge.
Love that.
I mean, that's the only criticism you can have at Bruno. He's not like he's not mad press resistant, or he's not someone that can like take someone out of the game himself. What, 15 minutes gone. Still got a long time left. We pretty much controlled the game. Not made an absolute gilt-edged chance. A couple of like half opportunities. It's just that one lapse from a set piece, and we 1-0 down, and it's kind of uphill. But I do feel like if we continue, like we sustain pressure, we should get back into it though. Well played, Mainoo.
Well played.
Love that.
Go pass.
And then put him in.
Go on.
One more. There we go.
Took him a
Off
while
we
to
go.
get there though, innit? Jeez.
Uh-oh.
No.
No,
Yeah, he gambled well.
Put him under, no foul.
What's he doing?
There's no foul there.
No way, that's a foul.
How? He
Sure.
just dived, man.
It's
He bought that.
surely not. You could see him. You could see him go down.
Yeah,
Realise
he
he's not
stopped.
got the touch. Get a bit.
Because that was.
That's just fake. How can that actually
I
be
actually have
anything?
never seen a ref not give a foul when someone does that. It's just
You can see from his reaction that he's got his dive wrong.
Because I was about to say to Ahmad, don't like.
12, you know. But they scored first in. Have we even scored 12 goals?
I don't know if we have, man.
They've scored first 12 times and we ain't scored 12. Ref. Right.
I can't even give that, you know. Look on his face as well, Williams. He knew he bought that.
Ref.
Cheers, ref.
You better.
I don't get it from Gibbs White. Like, he knows the game's going to be stopped. Why have you, like, kind of broke away with the ball there, innit?
Waste 2 seconds.
Just
Yeah.
instinct or something.
Just wants to waste more time on purpose.
I'm not surprised.
I thought it was carrying on. An extra 1.5 seconds. Let's go.
Bit slow.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Just let's
Go
move
on.
the ball, man. Just move it.
And then just Bruno running into the
Yeah.
exact same spot.
We're just going to do
Just
the
a
exact
bit-
same
bit
thing anyway.
stagnant.
So just move it. We don't need to rest. We haven't been doing running. Like, let's just move. We're losing. They're not going to come to you.
Ugarte's just going like
Yeah.
this, trying to find a pass. Nice.
The thing is, they're not going to need to come to you because you're winning.
Oh,
Go on, Dink!
Touch.
Oh,
Go on.
finish!
Yes!
There we go.
Good
Hoyland!
Hoyland! What's he doing? Is it? So they get 5 for it. 1-0, lads.
1-0. That's what we're talking
Back in it,
about.
was
And
it, was
Hoyland
it?
as well. That's what
Back
we're
in it.
talking about. That's what we're saying.
I was
Hoyland.
clapping myself. It is 1-1.
What a ball from Ugarte,
It's a
by
good,
the
good
way.
piece of football from Bruno.
You
He's
wonder
found
if it-
Ugarte. Ugarte's broke through and he's had a really, really good
Bam, one touch.
free ball to Garnacho. Garnacho,
Make the
slightly
run.
heavy touch, gets a...
There you go.
Onside.
Sells, it's a good save from Sells, and then it comes back Hoyland's Johnny on the spot, 1-1.
Yeah.
I think now...
Ugarte did really well there.
Yeah.
I wondered if
Good
he'd
goal.
have if he had that side to his game to time the pass well, pick it out.
Oh, he'd try. That's
Yeah,
not
it's a
bad.
good spread. Slightly heavy touch, but Hoyland, Johnny
Gets
on the
away
spot,
with it
1-1.
there. Garnacho.
Come on.
I think we've deserved that.
Yeah.
I think we've controlled the game mostly.
Yeah. We deserve
It's
it.
been a bit slow at points, but I think now, getting the goal, I think if it could have been a frustration. What do you think about that though? I thought he was going to get fined
Who?
when he first did that, Hoyland.
Did he?
It's from a film, innit? Like,
What's it really mean?
you can't really.
Does it mean what we think it means?
I think it's Gladiator reference or something. Yeah.
Can't be finding for
We
that.
are gladiators.
Well, go on. This is where we pick it up now. I think we can get another.
Gladiator 2 as well, isn't there? Boom.
That's not a good kick by now.
You never do that.
Just get your foot round it, wraps.
You never do that. 3
3-3.
goals in 3.
You know, he's
in last
smiling.
week. Don't mind that. Let's get on that.
See what I mean? That's why you should in the box. Nathan Allen will tell you, just get in the box, be in and around it.
Yeah, you get them little rebounds.
Get your
10
rewards.
of those a season. Just
But
10 of
typical. The thing is with Ganacho, he finds good positions, doesn't he?
That's what I mean. He forces the play.
One thing you can say about it.
Telling you. Look, he's on the move again. You flick that on, he's on the run. I know he might not be.
Good touch, Mainoo.
Love that. Bounce again, just bounce back.
I love watching.
Yeah, and then we can go again.
I love the fact we're watching him play football again, man.
Yeah, it wasn't nice seeing him injured for a while.
Yeah.
Look at this youngsters,
Go on.
youthful players. Let's go. That's better,
Yes.
boys. Got footballers on the pitch. We're going to see one-touch play more often now.
No, listen.
Still got more players to jump in this team to
My
make
team
even
should be
more
good at it.
one-touch.
Can break the lines. Just need them line breakers, just like
Yeah.
we did before. Just get him behind the block, or he wants to hit that diagonal.
Yeah, there's no one there though. Come on, we got to make a move again, though, boys. Come on. Like, can we not help each other? No. Get your angles, boys.
Thing is that it's not Delict's area though, like CCB. Put Martinez.
There we go. Break the lines.
It's interesting to see
Yes,
him just
can-
desperately
continue to
shuffling
step-
side to side to find, and that was what brought the goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Look, we just don't look
30
like
seconds of this, and
just
then
don't-
you find
we
that
just
one
don't look
pass.
like we know
Yeah.
where to go and where to be.
I just thought if you just bounce it, players have to keep moving to press you, and then someone's going to get tired and not want to do the run. That's when it opens up. That's what I tell my boys anyway. Don't think so. Don't try
Yeah.
and foul him. You take
Yeah.
Ah, brilliant.
Watch the runner. Cut inside. There we go.
Oh,
not
unlucky.
bad, not
Doubled
bad.
up on.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well,
That's what you
brilliant.
do.
came back off
Ugarte.
him. That's ours.
Ugarte doesn't mess about.
Yeah,
Wins
good at his
everything.
recoveries, isn't it?
Is he injured?
Who?
Azindo, what's he doing on the pitch?
Who?
Off the pitch.
What?
Is he
Shot
off
me
the
there.
pitch?
Who?
No, I thought he was just walking.
No, he's
he
not-
got
no.
tackled, didn't he? It was him
Oh.
who got tackled. Looked like it came back off him. But
Just
away
saw
with
some stats there. Forest have done little to nothing. We've had 5 shots. We just need to be. You don't want the.
There we go. Enough
Good
players around him. Let's go.
Good. Sprinting back, just like Amorim says in
That's what I'm
the
saying. Get yourself back, lads.
trainings.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Then you nick.
We'll get it in a
Then you
minute.
squeeze. Yeah, there we go. Straight back to the
Now got
keeper.
the legs to do that. Amondello. Well done.
See, I don't think they've got it in him to kind of get through. So I think what happens here if we stay solid and we don't have too much space, we don't go a bit too gun-ho chasing. I don't see how Forest kind of hurt us.
Yeah. They don't look like they've got enough.
there looks to be
Oh,
an
go on.
entirely different
Could've-
belief.
It's
though.
just about about
Mistakes.
mistakes and switching off like we did against.
Oh.
Oh, it's not great.
Not bad.
no
Get
drama.
out there, innit? That was to
That was for
Mainoo.
Mainoo.
That's why, hey, say names, innit? Mainoo. Where's your pass? Good run.
Kobbie.
Good run.
Oh.
Good
Smash
ball.
it across.
Pull it.
You-
Oh! Is that a foul? Is that not
Right,
a
it's
foul?
not even appealed for it.
I thought he could have put it. There was someone behind that
Uh-oh.
looked like the.
That was a weird cross, but it was in a decent area. But I feel like it was like.
I feel like there was a better pass on.
There's too much pace around this pitch.
That's
That's
a foul. That.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd
Go
give
with
that a foul. I think that's a
it's
foul.
the same as what happened down the other end, isn't it?
Yeah. That's just the area you worry about, innit? in
I
them
know, like,
channels.
what are you doing?
This is where you don't worry about Martin, isn't it? Good quality. It's like left,
Like,
left.
It's Garnacho that I was
Left
thinking
foot.
is arriving there.
Use that left foot, hasn't
Oh, nothing. Goal kick.
So you've got chances we're getting in there, but just that final bit. Let's get a lot of the ball here, innit? Ooh, a bit over here. Yeah, that's what Maguire has over him, innit?
It just looks like a
Yeah.
team that knows it's going to create chances, though, and that's a big difference from what we're watching in the first half of the season. Like
Yeah.
you go 1-0
Yeah.
down to anyone, and you're always worried about what a long game this is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we even going to find enough to equalise?
All hands
makes
on
me
again.
laugh, bro. You need that in the team, though. The needle part of it. Go on, plus. What?
He needs to head in. He knows.
Oh,
What's happened there?
Kenny Grealish got hit.
Hoping for some blood
That's
there.
it.
What's on, girls?
Can't see it. We got caught a straight elbow. Ooh.
Just a little bit of the back
Gonna
of the
sting.
arm.
Straight arm.
Gonna sting that.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a elbow. Not a proper elbow.
I think he'll live though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know what's go.
Oh, I've got blood. That's
You
it.
know what?
That's it. I'm done.
It's where you can kind. Can we have a little bit more volume as well, please? I think it's another one where you can kind of cheat the.
The head rule thing, because it's in no way a head injury.
You can use it, but you can also use it for a little bit of a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You know them ones? I've
Yeah.
done it before. Oh shit, my laces are untied. Do you know what I mean? The rest stops it. I've done that before. Oh, God.
All the time.
Oh shit. See my friend. Get a lot of space and time on it, innit?
I'd like to see more movement though. I don't like this standing still business because I think like it wastes so many minutes of the game to do that so often. Like, let's just move the ball.
It's like this now, innit? Where
That's what I mean. It's just
yeah.
could have done that a lot quicker, and the same outcome would have been done. We might have had more time to get more goals, more chances.
Go on.
Poor
No.
ball from Ahmad.
So loose.
Come on, Ahmad. You don't need that.
Very, very, very loose.
Oh no, it's another set piece.
Not another set
No
piece.
set
no.
piece now, innit?
Every set piece is going to be a goal. Dude. Yeah, it's like that. Anyway, that used to happen to me on FIFA. Playing my son, and I don't know which one it was, but like 2 years ago, and he was City, and he just put it in a box, and Haaland would just jump and just score.
Oh,
Go on! Oh, fuck's sake.
Jesus.
2 set pieces against. You almost
That's what I'm
conceded
saying,
twice.
man. Same thing.
Jesus Christ.
Every corner.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, good. I was about to say not another corner.
Nottingham Forest just hitting the post there. They win the first header. We don't
And
get
then
first contact, and they win the second one as well.
Bloody hell.
What a header
Sure.
that is. By the way.
Jack Grealish.
It's a good header from him, and then on Arne Strand, they've just hit the bar from.
2 set pieces.
It's
Why we
vulnerability, isn't it?
can't give daft fouls away because we seem to be struggling with him from set pieces. Seems to be their best avenue in terms of getting a
Yep.
goal as well. So we've got to be final third, man. We got to stand up.
The new Stoke.
So we're gonna call everyone. Or we're just gonna call it. We can't. We're not strong enough or big enough to defend.
Let's move the ball, boys. That's what I'm saying. It's just.
I think a
Yeah.
second
Can't
goal
wait.
would really change the pattern of this game, though, wouldn't it? Because they're happy to just carry on doing what they're doing and frustrate us.
Yeah, it's pretty much like 0-0 now, isn't it? So we need to
They've
get
got no intention of taking any risks.
back to a stalemate. No one needs to rush. No one
Yeah.
needs to rush. Let's shut them down. What for?
Go on.
Run out of time. Well, we can get a point here. Come on,
Here we go.
Ugarte. Keep going.
Great
You're
pass.
playing
Go
the best
pass.
at the moment, Ugarte.
I just feel like you missed his chance.
Bounce again. Move
Right.
it again. Just move it.
Just pass it.
Just.
It's just unnecessary dribbling there, isn't
So I
it?
mean, you take 4 touches in your dribbles. What for?
That
Yes.
was a
Yeah.
foul, wasn't it? Yeah. He stuck it through his legs, didn't he?
Did well to win it there. Yeah, but you got him, man. Strong start from him.
Yeah. Ah.
Good little nutmeg there, you know.
Oh no. Unless
Is
he's
he-
put his arm.
is he
I'd-
out.
I'd- I'd-
maybe
gonna-
it's as he's
Are they going to leave Ahmad or Mart again? Out from this set.
Just leave him on the
Same
edge.
one.
Yeah, let's just leave him there to score. They are leaving him on.
I think they're doing it on purpose, but I think they think by the time the ball's travelled,
They can get out.
they
and
can get out
stop.
to close it anyway.
they don't want to take players out of the middle, do they?
This time, hit it hard, Ahmad. Put it in the top bins. Don't slide it bottom corner. It's not going to get there.
I mean, Garnacho.
I think
any
it's
of
more,
them, like,
it's more covered now, though, innit? They got that.
but you've got 3 on the edge there. There's options. Surely Garnacho.
I want to see that, Ben. Sorry.
His angle's gone.
It's a bit tight. Can we set
We're not
piece?
even on the move,
Can we
boys.
set
Why are
piece
we
them
starting?
ourselves?
We're not...
That's not
What?
a good delivery. It's a bit deep. I think you need to put that right under there. Is he on the floor? Pass it.
Let him overlap.
Pass.
Put it in back post. Don't put it in because there's not only 2 players there and then it's the exact same position.
Too many people in the same position, innit?
Why would they both be standing there?
Pass.
Right.
He's
Give
got
him a yellow
it's
as well.
time for a
Yeah,
yellow
give-
for him.
Come on.
He did.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's about your 10th
Give him a
foul, man.
yellow.
You're pulling shirts and that.
You know, you do it one more time, you're off, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw it away as well.
With
Come on,
a
get the
mouth full of
second.
blood.
Get the second.
Yeah, he elbowed me and now look.
Get the
What-
second.
what-
yeah.
Oh, come
I
on,
can't
look at
pull
that.
him and not get
What's
a
he
yellow.
moaning about?
You're saying he elbowed me, so I pulled his shirt. You can give me a yellow. I don't know why people think like that. It's a completely different thing.
And he must know it was the most accidental elbow
Exactly.
you're going to get. Like, you would.
Stay on side, boys. Just put someone
He
else
needs to get
on.
his delivery better, though.
It's just not good enough. Let's see if he does one
And
good one.
I think only the Lit's. I'd love a Euro goal, though, innit?
Yeah, well, we've said Delit, so Delit's got to score now.
Yeah.
Come on, Delit. Let's go.
The Lit's good in the air, man.
And Ahmad, you got to cut inside and whip
Even
it.
Mainoo's in there.
As long as Delit's there, that's our goal that we need.
Flick on it.
There we
Go
are.
Oh.
Still beats.
Still not enough height
the
on it.
first man.
though, innit?
Every
He's so
time.
flat.
He was in a dangerous area, though. I think if that got through, the keeper's in trouble, but...
Yeah, great.
Are we onside? He's offside.
Always near
No one's
post.
I think that's one of them where if that gets through, it goes straight in. Keep it up moving, like
you
goes
have to
past.
start
It's
all
just
bit
how
higher,
dangerous
though.
everyone else is at set pieces. We can't even get him in the box.
Well, you're not really moving much.
Look at that.
Ah, it's poor
He does it
corners,
every
bro.
time. He does it every time. He can't help himself.
My lord.
Hold on, Bruno. Hold on. Sorry. Put your hand up.
We've got 60 minutes left, and Forest are doing a lot of like delayed restarts and that.
Fucking hell, Dallo.
He's pushed him into him, I think.
We've got Delo's first bozo moment in the game. Do you know what I mean?
Well done, lad.
Look at him. There's not a thought in there, innit? I love him. Good player. That's the only problem with him.
Don't think. Oh, sorry, lads. I didn't
Yeah.
defend there. Didn't mark there.
He does make me laugh.
Oh,
I
sorry,
can't
lads.
lie.
I had an open goal there. Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Ah.
How did we give it to him there?
Ah, shit.
Oh my goodness me!
Jesus.
Why is Grealish
That
so in
corner.
this game?
It starts off with a dodgy pass from Delit.
What are you doing, Delit?
Yeah.
Good defending, though.
Yeah.
Good defending. Well done.
Another corner ball.
Good recovery. Oh no! If they get another free shot, it'd just be ridiculous. Another free header, you're gonna be taking a mick.
Okay, now we're going to
Fuck-
concede
oh.
from every single set piece. Jesus
oh my
Christ.
Goodness me! Oh
Can't
my.
defend corners to set pieces.
Have we been this bad all season? Or is it just...
Look at that's what I'm saying. If it doesn't matter who gets on the end of them, even if our own players touch that, that can go in. Like, it's dangerous balls.
I don't understand. Because, you know, I mean, it's putting the ball in the right areas and...
But just you
But
still.
we're wasting ours again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like, how many?
They're
Yeah,
doing that, and
yeah.
we can't do anything like that.
Yeah.
At what point does the manager take him off corners and say,
Yeah, you
clearly
can't
we're
do it.
wasting something here that is a potential? You know, you can pick up cheap goals,
Yeah.
mate.
Okay, now we've had all the ball. Sometimes been a bit too slow. We've had huffed and puffed. We've had a
Too
couple
easy.
of chances, decent bits of football,
33 minutes.
but it's just every time that they have a set piece or a corner, we look like conceding. It's a problem for me.
We can't be standing still too long, though, guys.
Yeah.
Why are we standing still so much? Okay, no runners for nothing. There's no runners to do anything at the moment.
Okay, no.
He's got a left foot on him, hasn't he?
Okay, no, lads.
Causing our own problems here, aren't we?
Fell off a bit for the last 5 minutes, especially going into the half time.
Well done, Dello.
Struggled with set pieces, struggled with free kicks against. Now we've got a long throw to deal with. Don't really fill me with confidence.
No confidence when it comes to set plays. No confidence at the moment. Got to do better. Don't tell me we concede from another set play. Just don't tell me.
Like a foul throw, that.
There's like 10 foul throws a game. They just don't call them. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's one of the least ref things.
What
It's a good
ball
little
is that?
reverse pass.
Oh no, corner. We got to defend. We got to get ahead on one. We got to get first contact to at least one corner, surely. Loads of averages.
Yeah, I hope
Surely.
to see that at least. Let's see. These guys are going to get so much confidence from it as well, and it give them even. You know, when you got that kind of confidence, you just like it just happens. It's weird. Yeah, we're going to do them over on corners. Let's get another corner, boys. Yes, boys, let's go. And we just keep conceding corners. Yes, we got a header on it finally.
Is that you? I'll see my phone here. Wasn't looking at my phone. See, thought it's having a little bit of a
Just
spell now.
controlling it at the minute, aren't they?
Got a spell now.
I bet they'll start moving it.
Because we have got some stats here from Karis. 77% possession. I didn't even know it was that much.
That's because we're standing still on it. Though.
I know 90% pass. Exactly, because we've had actually fewer final third entries than Forest, so that kind of that attests to what you're saying. A lot of the ball, but not really going anywhere fast with it. A bit slow and stagnant, and we've actually
got players in the box here.
Gone a bit sloppy the last couple of minutes.
It's Hoyland getting back.
All right, let's go, boys.
Go.
Put him in. Slide
Hoyland.
him in front. Yes, there we go. And get round the back post.
Make a good decision.
Hoyland, where are you?
Make a good decision.
Nah, he's going to use his right foot. Whatever it is, he's going to use his right foot. Yeah, there you go.
That was a touch,
And again,
by the
he's
way.
going to use his right foot.
Yeah, that's
What
poor,
a poor
man.
shot. It's unbelievable. It's not even out of your feet. You're not even going to hit hard. You're far out. What's that going to do? I know you did it the other day, so got to give you it, but
Different position. The keeper more vulnerable to that.
Far post there, yeah. You've got to have better.
That's got to be
connection
perfect.
Just consistency. Amount of times he's going to get in that position and not hit it well. It's too many times. There's no one on him.
It doesn't help. It'll do nothing for him either.
Yeah. You can't get into them positions often and just not do anything. All right, ref. Line up. Bruno, get up. Let's play.
It's gone quite slow.
Yeah, it's gone kind of.
Still got 10 minutes, haven't we?
We've been rocky the past 5 minutes or so. Because I was about to say with about 10 minutes or so, less than that going into half time, it'd be good to kind of nick a goal before we go into it. Because Ben did show a stat before that out of the 6 times that we've actually gone behind, we've lost 5 of them. No one. That's good keeping.
Put it in back post. Put it back post. That's not
Go on!
ball.
Oh, I thought that was landing on Euro's head then.
Well done.
Nice.
Well done.
So,
Just do your job. Well
come the other side. Go the other side. Everyone's there. Everyone's that side.
One more. What?
That's a fact. It is. Yes.
I think you got to hear that. You know.
Do you think? I thought it just.
Yeah,
He didn't look. He didn't look ready to receive it, and then he
Yeah, it's a foul.
Yeah.
Get your body in. Good foul.
Still got to be ready to do what you need to do on the
Bruno
ball
doesn't
straight away.
Bruno does
Tap,
not
pass.
Bruno does not score free kicks though anyway, so I'm not sure.
Nah, he might do. This is a perfect position, you know. It's a bit further out to be able to put your power on that you want, and over to the left, exactly where you need it to be. That's a nice position. Can't ask for much more than that. Come on, Bruno. You've got to hit the target from there. It's not too close. So you're not going to hit the wall or go over. It's got to come back down. I'd love it from there. That's exactly where you want it. Now get it over that wall and put it down. This is an 8 out of 10 times it's got to hit the target.
Yes.
Do not hit the wall. The only thing is, when the ball's really wet, it's not as easy to get it up and down. End up hitting it and it's kind of doesn't do its thing with the top spin.
It's almost like you want to get excited.
Follow this in.
He's got to score one day. Go on! Oh! To the post. Oh,
That seems to
You
be as
know,
close as he gets, isn't
you
it?
give it the
He'll have a
build-up,
few of them
but
every
it's just-
season. That's so unlucky.
That's both teams doing the exact same thing now. Isn't
Oh,
it?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Is that Garnacho?
Nah, that was
Bruno. Uh-oh.
And now Forrester.
No, Ugarte's not slow.
Play the guard.
No dramas there.
Bop it. Turn. I knew it. Well done, Bruno. 8 out of 10. That's one of them.
Yeah. Need to
Got a good
suck
stature
him
about him,
out.
Yoro, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks very at home there. I feel like we're conspiring to go backwards even when it's not even...
That's what we do.
That's not a good kick by Nana.
Oh, love that. Hey,
Go on,
this
you-
guy.
Go on.
Ugarte, he's not listening.
He's been balling
I felt
balling
like
out,
he
man.
should have anticipated
Yeah.
that a little bit. It was obvious what he wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly.
He's tried to bait him into it, but not... Oh, it's
Oh,
taken a
it's
deflection.
deflection
that would have
on
went
it.
in as well. Would have went lower, slightly
Did
lower.
he take it? Oh, he
saved
saved
it as
as
well,
well.
eh?
Would have went in if he didn't get hit
Go
off the
on.
head.
Go on.
Turn. One more. Feet. One more.
It's not a good pass by. It will look like a bad touch,
Yeah,
but it's a
it's
shit
not a
pass
good pass.
from Bruno.
Yeah.
I was
Stretch
complaining because
it.
he ran into the ref.
Grealish is in this game a lot, you know.
I think he should have. I think he should have went thingy side though. Anyway, the
Ahmad side.
Ahmad side.
That's what I thought, yeah.
They overcomplicate it sometimes. Like,
Out of play.
just give Ahmad the ball.
It's not even gone out.
Nothing there.
frustrating as fuck. This past 10 minutes, man. So jarring.
Is it Jota? Is his name Jota?
Yeah.
Can we move the ball more? That's all I want to see. More, quicker. I know we'll tell him. Half time, we'll tell him. For sure. Bloody hell.
You know,
That's a long throw, though.
again, I think similarly to the Arsenal game, it just seems like we just lack something, like in the forward areas in terms of quality.
Yeah.
I think
'Cause
Arsenal
even
were
Bruno's-
guilty in the
yeah.
first half, though, of doing what we're doing now, being a bit slow.
Yes.
And then second half, first
Picked
10
it up
minutes,
a
you
bit.
could see that they'd...
Even Bruno, from a quality perspective, is iffy at times, man. And he's like meant to be like the talisman type.
We don't
of
get
guy.
enough moments from, do we, at the minute?
Yeah, but like, where did the one that first came, where's he gone? The one that just scores so often and assists like a madman. Still assists like a madman, but I want him to score like a madman.
So you need someone there that can step in and just break the line consistently, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get something going forward, boys. Triangles, come on. Ref.
Nice.
Pass it.
Done well there.
Hey.
Oh, that is...
Wait. Is that not a foul?
What?
He's the other side of him. He ain't going to get that.
Is that not a foul?
Oh, my gosh.
This is jarring, man.
I mean, it looked to me like he got a touch on the ball, but after he'd
They
fouled
give those
him
as
quite
fouls,
clearly,
don't
like...
Let's see. I feel like we're at 19 degrees. Are we at 19 degrees?
Wait, warm?
No, we're at 19 degrees or on the cold side, a little bit on the cold side.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can get to 20. Can we go up a degrees?
What do you think it was?
Felt like it's 19.
22.
Wow. Are you lot all right?
It's on the chillier side, yeah.
I'm not too bad.
But not the worst.
Could take a bit more heat.
Like,
1 minute added.
Well, I want our centre half to be a bit braver though. We're trying to break the lines.
these players got to move to get it though. Like, look, there's just not. You
It's
can't
that's-
even find anyone.
That's
Look,
all it's
they're
been
all
for the last
together.
15 minutes.
This is what I tell my boys. We got to play coaching.
Nah,
under
but
21s.
centre half needs to be bolder in terms of. I don't know
Look.
if it's a movement thing.
No, but look, where are you going to play if they're not going to move it? Bounce it.
More bother.
You can't.
That's less of a foul than the Ahmad one, though, isn't it? For me.
Thought so.
There's not going to be any time here, is there?
No.
Just
not yet.
amble about. Oh,
Just
Come on,
brutal,
boys,
like,
make it
brutal,
count.
Desperate to always like give the ball away at least. At least
that's
at some
half-time.
point. That's half time. That. So that is half time. 1-1. We had a very, very poor start. Obviously, our set piece woes came to bite us in the arse again after Wednesday against Arsenal. And pretty much every single set piece that Forest have gotten, they look like they were going to be first to it. They always get first contact, often sometimes get second contact even then. And I think we've largely controlled the game from a possession standpoint. I think we've been very slow and stagnant at some points. We've had like bits and spurts of good play. But I think the last 15 minutes was quite poor. I think we struggled to kind of contain Forest again. They grew into the game a lot more. And even though they've had less of the ball, I think even in the last 20 minutes or so, they looked a little bit more dangerous when they went forward. And again, it just seems as though in them final third areas, we just seem to be lacking a little bit of quality, a little bit of composure.
It's a bit of
I think
imagination.
we're just dying out for a talisman, someone that can do something a little bit special. I think we make things look such hard work, and to me, Forest have been solid at some points, but I think they're there for the taking if there was more quality. For me, I think just like we're crying out for a line breaker. We're getting a lot of play. We're getting a lot of the ball with the likes of Delit and Euro and Martinez. And it just seems as though the movement's not there or we can't find the right pass. I don't think we're getting Ahmad in good enough areas. I think he's getting it too deep where Nico Williams can get tight to him. I want to see him face him up more. Because that right wing back's a position that he's played well. But for me, I still think we'd get more out of Ahmad if he's in the forward areas a bit more often.
He's someone you can drive that ball into, and he's got such a good touch, and he'll turn in such tight areas. I think, I don't know. It's the same old problems, isn't it? It's
You know what's annoying with us again? Like, you got Xerxes, who's a really good link-up player, but then you won't get the same kind of intensity trying to get into the box when the ball comes in there. But then he scored from playing up there, and I was thinking, but did he take up really positions like that? He kind of was like the secondary player coming in, and he managed to get goals like that from a pullback and all that. So he still didn't do what number 9s do, but I do like his link-up play. I really do like that side of his game. Other than that, not much else yet that I've seen that I'm really like, head over heels over.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Some people are saying that our back three is getting a lot of the ball, but there's a lot of sideways passing and it's allowing Forest to kind of creep up and squeeze. And I think the movement is a bit stagnant out of the three. Not got a lot of ball progression there. But I think but even then when we get into the final third, I don't think the quality's quite been there. There's been a couple of moments, especially early, where we could have, I think the position of Hoyland weren't the best. Obviously he was there, Johnny on the spot for his goal. And people are saying Delit because of the conditions, isn't finding that like little clipped ball where the low is free. But for me, I don't think that's to do with the conditions. I think that's to do with the fact that De Ligt is a warrior defensively. He's really strong in his duels. He's good in the air. He's okay on the ball, but on the ball is where De Ligt's not like amazing. He's not great. He did play a line breaking pass for the first goal, but it's not something he's consistently good at, and he's not good at that clipped ball. He's not quite got what you just might. It might be unpopular, but he doesn't have that Maguire clip pass in that central centre back area where he can find the fullbacks consistently, and that's why he's not hitting it. And I think that could be a way that we could get in, and it could make our progression a little bit easier. But I think there needs to be a bit of a switch up in terms of our patterns, because I think Forest kind of started to work it out after the first 30 minutes, and that's what made the final 15 minutes a little bit more difficult. But as we say, in set pieces, defensively, we're just weak as piss, aren't we? We're just not getting. Just need to be a bit stronger. And
you touched on it with the, we were talking about organisation of Forest, and they have covered the ground well out of possession. But it's as you said earlier, we've made it quite easy. I don't feel like they've had to move too much to keep us out. They've held their positions, and it's like cat and mouse. We're waiting for a position, for gaps to appear. And
yeah, it's true. I think we have to see changes. I think not just focusing on the negatives, out of the positives, man. How fucking good is Ugarte playing again though?
He's on fire.
Listen, I had my doubts about him, and he's literally just fucking shut me up game after game recently, and I'm seeing elements of his game I didn't know he had, and for all like the kind of speculation about him, including from myself, he's looking like the best player in the team constantly in terms, and he's been very solid. And what I love about Ugarte is he just does his job. He just does what he needs to do, and he seems to and he's being consistent with it. I think we just need a lot of help. We need some better performances elsewhere. And for me, Højlund got his goal. Outside of that, I think he's been quite poor. I think when we're against teams that do sit back and are a bit low blocked, I think Højlund does struggle, because for all this talk about he doesn't get enough shots, I think his positioning in forward areas doesn't help him. No. And I think he's a little bit not secure when the ball gets played into him as well. Yeah. But people in the comments are right though. Like, I think there's too many players that are being too slow and then they're taking too many touches.
But look at Ugarte twice. Once for the goal, and he did it with a nice pass out to the left wing. He takes the ball in the half turn, and he's making good decisions with it. And there's players that you'd expect that from, with more, that you're looking to more, that seem to overcomplicate it a little bit. Almost, how many times does Bruno not make that pass in that position? It's sometimes it's just a bit of a quality issue.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because last game Bruno was in the same position as Mainoo, and then you had freed up the space to put another proper attacking player in the 10. I don't know which position is he better in. Is he in the deeper one there, where you can then bring on, maybe even put Ahmad in that 10 instead, and then you could put Mazraoui on the right. I think that might even be a better look, because you've got a Mazraoui now on the pitch, and then you got Ahmad in more of an attacking position, where when he does, things open up there for Ahmad, I think he'll more likely to take the right decision and get a good shot off and stuff like that. But then you lose one of the midfielders. So
what about Mainoo being playing further up the pitch? Because
you can also do that, as well. So
yeah, it's true. What I will do now is I will get into a few of the super chats. Got a super chat from Benjamin Toppin that says, we still can't play for a press. No one to carry the ball for us as usual. Ugarte man of the match, and do you agree with that? I largely agree with that.
Ugarte, 100%.
Ugarte man of the match. Do you think we kind of lack that player, like a Frankie De Jong, that, or someone like that, or even a Rice? Not dictate, but someone who's able to get the ball in the middle and carry it past someone. Someone that can drive from the midfield and then kind of take people out of the game. Do you think we're kind of missing that player?
Well, isn't that what Mainoo's supposed to be, the kind of guy that does?
Is that not his profile, that he can do that?
Not quite. I think he's good.
Not like for like. Yeah. But
I think he's good in tight areas. Like he can wiggle. He's got good feet and stuff. But I don't think he's someone that can like burst past someone and carry it long distances. But I think even beyond that, I just think we need players that are a little bit more progressive. I think the shape that Forest are in, it's organised. They have been all season. But I think there's gaps to exploit and there's ways of exploiting it. It's just about whether we have the personnel to do it and whether we've got players that are brave enough to do it.
Is Mason Mount someone? Because he's someone that can carry the ball.
Yeah, I'd put him in the 10 though. And then what do you do, Bruno? So you can't take Bruno out for Mount. For me, I think you need to keep Bruno in. So maybe does Mainoo come off? Does he? Because Ugarte doesn't.
You can't.
Yeah, but I think Mainoo struggled a bit today. Enrique Manjares has said in his super chat, the team can't convert chances under a high possession system. Maybe that's why Eric decided to go against his high possession style. Yes and no. It's just about finding the players. I just don't think it's ever a positive for a manager to come in that has a philosophy, has a way of playing, and just completely abandons it straight away. Anyway, I think you got to do what Amorim is doing, and you got to stick at it, and you just got to see whether players are able to do it or not. And then if he has a recruitment side of things, where he has a pre-season, he has a transfer window, and gets a few players in to kind of suit it, then you can correctly judge. But just seems to be lacking a little bit of inventiveness, and I think you're bang on, Tom. I think imagination was a good word that you used. So what changes would you make, if any, in the second half in terms of, you look at the bench there, you've seen how the game's gone in the first half. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not been completely terrible. I think sometimes it can look that way because of Mertens' standpoint in the final 10 minutes.
I thought we responded to going behind well, and up until we scored, you're thinking we're going to be fine here. It was almost an immediate reaction to us equalising, to, for us to just drop off a little bit, Forest to step on the gas a tiny bit, and then all of a sudden the game changed and we're under pressure. I probably wouldn't make any changes.
Won't make any changes.
Yet. I want to see Mazraoui on. I don't know who for, but I also want to see Zexi on, but I don't know who for. So just because of the link up, he's got he's got some imagination to his link up play. Something's getting batteries dying somewhere, but on the screen there. But so they're the kind of players. Maybe Rashford, needs to get himself some more minutes, because he's looked like he's been forced to run faster and harder. I think he now knows what he has to do. And I want to see him come back on the field, and let's see if he can continue doing what his managers told him and was trying to implement into his game. Because if he has that, I think there's not many people who can stop someone who's trying to run off the back of people, and just get shots. If you can just focus on running in behind and then getting that ball, and then all you have to focus on is touch and finish. That's what I want to see Rashford. I don't want to see him out wide trying to run, dribble and pass. I don't like that about him. I just want to see him focusing on goals. Yeah, that's it.
Another player that I do want to mention, I want to get your thoughts in the comments as well. I want to see your opinions. I see a lot of good opinions in the comments. I will try and get to as many of them as possible. But one person that's been pretty much a mainstay in our 11, and he's been at the forefront of pretty much 90% of all things good in the past few years, has been Bruno. Obviously in his output and his goals and assists and his quality, and being often touted as the only world-class player we've had. What do you think of his performance today, in terms of obviously his delivery from set pieces, but also just some of his decision making when he's got it in good areas and just doing things faster, and also the fact that he's not what you described as having a player that's kind of dynamic enough to kind of take someone out of the game. Do you know what I mean? So what do you think of his performance today? Because there's been quite people that have been criticising him in the comments.
This is the thing about Bruno, isn't it? He can do this all game, and then he'll just set 2 goals up. And then you're like, you set 2 goals up though. But then you do get frustrated because he doesn't do what someone like Odegaard does. Because what he does is he plays really well, and he can assist. And he might not assist as much as Bruno. But then what Bruno does is he has mixed bag, and he'll assist maybe a bit more. And then we're like, oh man, if you could just be like that. And it's tough, because that's what all the players, every player is different, aren't they? So you're going to get something more or less.
But he plays like a luxury though, doesn't he? Because, the players you want to compare him to, they will wear, everything will go through them and they will wear you down. Yeah. Whereas with Bruno, he's almost, he can go from being a hindrance for part of the game to all of a sudden, finding that moment. And that's, I just think for what he is in the team, for what he's there for, for the amount he's paid, he's the captain of the team. We've seen him do it in the past. I struggle a little bit with Bruno. The last couple of years, I just don't think we're getting enough out of Bruno for what he's supposed to be there for. It's going to come from that. You can't criticise, because it's been a really difficult period of the team. He's
entered his 30s now, Bruno. He's getting a little bit older. Bruno's always been a player he's not necessarily relied on being pace and power, but what he has been is someone that has been as durable as a footballer can be. And also, you can't question his work rate and his intensity and the way he plays. And you got to wonder whether that's going to eventually catch up with him. Do you know what I mean? So there is that element of it. But I still think he's like
get rid of him.
I think he's the least of United's worries. Bruno
Definitely not getting rid of him. But there's no one else out there that can do what he can do.
There is something to be said though for
that
knowing
we can get
how best to utilise him in this system.
Yeah,
because it's not clear cut.
Nah, I think he's the I don't think he's the least of our worries. I think what it is Bruno's been a shining light for so long. Do you know what I mean? In a team that's underperformed and a lot of players that haven't been available as much as him, haven't put in the performances, haven't put the output as him. Sometimes you can almost be a victim of your own success. That even when there is a little bit of a slight tail off in your form and you're not putting up otherworldly numbers, sometimes you can get overly scrutinised. But I think what United need to focus on is other players around him kind of stepping up if he starts to decline at all and getting output elsewhere and getting performances elsewhere and getting consistency elsewhere. And that's what I want to see. But for me, I think there is a clear issue with in terms of ability. And it was under Ten Hag, to be fair. But I think players might get exposed even more. But I don't think it's necessarily been a terrible first half. I know we've been mostly negative. Yeah. It's just, I think we just obviously want a little bit more. But what we have done is obviously you've seen the possession stats. We've obviously dictated it. It's not like we've created no opportunities at all. There's been a few near misses as well with the pullback from Garnacho early on. Yeah, I think I'd like to get Ahmad the ball a little bit more against Nico Williams and getting him isolated. I think that's a favourable matchup. That's a more favourable matchup, as I said before, the game, as with Garnacho against Aino. Because Garnacho against Aino, I don't think we're going to get much change out of that. I think Garnacho does struggle against physical fullbacks, and we did see that with one of the 1v1s as well. But I think there's areas that we have to spoil. I think changes to be made. Maybe Xerxes, Rashford. You've got Mount. You've got Mazraoui. Even that could help us with progressing the ball because he's just a baller.
There's loads to exploit though. I feel like if we can find a way to, it's hard to know exactly what you do sometimes. But just if they can find another gear. There is space there. At the moment, it's too easy for Forest to shut those, to shut those avenues off. But they are there, and I feel like if we can start to find them, when we do get the ball and run at them, Ugarte's using it well. You've got the quality of Bruno. You can get Ahmad, Garnacho. There's danger both sides, and if Højlund just stays between them posts, there's chances to be made.
Yeah, it's just
second half has now started. We're trying to quick start, innit?
Højlund.
Yeah, bad.
Nice.
Good flip.
That's what I mean. A little bit of fast play. Look what happens. We're already.
See, speed up the play. You're in. Right, go on. Right, Garnacho 1v1.
Put it.
Go on.
Lay it. Just pass it. Move it out again. Let's go out again. Back.
Move, ref.
Yeah, he's
right in amongst it.
Good movement.
It's classic. It's classic.
I think we've seen one of those from Garnacho every game where he runs the ball off the
Can't help himself, can he?
Yeah.
Someone that we've got to mention though, because I've not mentioned him for a while because I don't want to kind of like say something about him and then he just goes back to messing up. But like Onana's been sick, man. He's been sick.
He's been sick for a time. I think his distro today has not been.
Yeah, but in terms of what he's been doing for us though, like
can press that.
Tricky ball.
Yeah, he's been.
Let's get that.
Yeah,
I didn't put him at fault for anything against Arsenal either. I felt that he was there was no way for him to get out. And
why not?
Yeah. What I will say about Mainoo is since he's come back from injury, he looked a little heavier.
Has he?
Not necessarily like weight-wise, just a bit in the way he moves.
I never thought he was a good mover anyway. It's just when he's on the ball, he moves.
Yeah.
He seemed to move really well when he's on the ball, doesn't he? Like them few times when he played against Liverpool and he just burst past play. Bruno.
It's just
in
so
the first
loose.
third as well. You can't do that. Oh my days! Oh my days! Was that a mistake from Onana? Or did that
deflected? Is it?
Did that deflect? Because Onana's just they just went past him. Like, how did it happen? Why do I have to say anything?
I don't want you. I really don't want to jinx it because he's going to do something.
I hope that was a deflection.
I don't know.
And that was Bruno's fault.
Don't know what he's laughing about, but
Oh my days, I know, man. But oh
just
my gosh.
shit pass from Bruno.
It's so shit. I don't think he was under that much pressure. It's a
It's a
simple
flick, innit? But what did Onana do?
With Onana,
No.
Like, look at it. Like, what is that in
Don't
that
tell me he
position as
slipped.
well?
Don't tell me he slipped or he got wrong-footed. Oh my god!
No, bro. What?
Oh
the fuck's
my
that?
gosh!
What have you done? Oh, is it?
Why are you
Has he just
diving
misread
already?
it?
That's fucking horrendous, Onana. Bro.
That's like the worst thing you could ever. Why did I even say anything? Oh my gosh! I should have said nothing. I'm not going to talk about him ever again. That's it.
That jinx was
Not that
insane,
it's.
wasn't
Oh
it?
my days!
What the fuck was that?
I put him in fault for that.
Oh Nana, what are you doing? How do you let them things happen?
That is Sunday League level keeping
Yeah.
that, bro. What the hell?
Still annoyed at Bruno though.
Oh
You're
my
inviting
gosh.
shots
You
on
can
your goal when you don't need to. It's so lazy, and then that's just a really. It's a terrible
Nah,
mistake.
mate, you can't allow that to happen.
Fucking
man.
mistakes all around.
You can't forgive stuff like that though. Like, even though you do all that good, you can't let goals like that in ever at any point in your life.
That was the thing with De Gea, wasn't it? It was for all his good.
Yeah, you
It
go
was
and do
it was the
stupidness.
howlers.
You
And
do
that's-
glitches like that, like
Giving
you're on
goals
FIFA
away
or
like
something.
that at
Like,
Premier
what's
League
wrong with you,
level?
man? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. You don't see that in grassroots. Seriously. It's like he's got grassroots and world class in him, like both of them. How do you do that?
I don't know how I don't know why he shifted all his weight to the side, and
Oh my! You don't
the
think
ball's
he's
not
shooting.
deviated that much. You could just watch that one.
Yeah.
Surely it's not a.
That's crap. Like, I can't even tell you how bad that was. Take him off. Put on B and there.
That's obviously yeah. Well, it's the same as the first half, and
pause.
there's still a long time to go. You just got to be able to
Conceded early, both halves.
Cannot believe this. Cannot believe it. I can't. Oh my gosh.
That's
Go
brilliant.
on.
Love that
Go on.
Mainoo. Find him.
Find-
Find him.
pass
One
it.
more and one. Ah. Should have overlapped.
Go on. Oh,
It's
shit.
never enough.
Just a bit tame.
Very tame.
Got to have conviction with it. Good run from Bruno to kind of
Yeah,
open a
open
space
it.
up for him, but
That's what I mean about Mainoo. But when he's in them positions, it
That's
might
good.
not be a physicality to it, but he
it's good
finds a
player.
way to wriggle away, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden he's facing the opposite way.
Yeah. That's the good part about his game.
just a bit, just late.
It's an open game now.
Oh,
Late
Dalot.
Need Maz.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh
my.
my fucking god, man.
How did he not even. What? How did he not even score that? Chris
We're
Wood should
lucky
have
to
scored
only
that.
be 2-1 down.
How did Chris Wood not score that? I don't understand.
Has he just not read it coming all the way
It's
through?
not an easy chance, I don't reckon.
Oh,
It's
he's,
a bit
he's,
like-
anyway,
What?
he's just moving a
It's
bit
not an easy chance.
cumbersome, isn't he?
No?
He's not expecting it at all.
No?
A bit behind him, come bounce fast. I think he done well to kind of direct it.
Got to score.
But
For Chris Wood, he should score, surely. Or maybe for Chris Wood, he shouldn't score. It's not that easy, I know what you mean. But
he's getting double on every time, isn't it? What's he doing? Run the ball out of play. Hold on. Always on the stretch, man.
one more!
Fucking can't sort his feet out.
Let's call the ball.
Fucking hell, every time he needs to concede a goal to wake up.
Do we have to have a little bit more intensity about us now, do we?
He's done well there, Mainoo. That ball wasn't
Yeah.
wonderful
right.
to him.
Just got one more.
Ganacho didn't look happy there that he didn't get laid off. Ooh, the touch.
That touch like that.
Yeah.
And it even that. Oh my gosh.
But right now, I don't know if I'd swap him for Xerxes.
No.
At this point in the game, it's just that's what I mean
You
about.
need
I
him in
wonder
there.
if
They've
have
all
we
got
got what
problem.
we need. Yeah.
They've all got a problem, every single one of them. And that's what's tough.
With the game getting stretched, though, I'd be looking at Rashford soon.
We've got something good
Oh,
about
that's a
them.
good-
and
that's a
also
good
something
delivery.
not good with them.
Someone's hurt. Or is that Dalot?
Yeah.
Jump up, young fella.
Put him in.
He's-
No, it's
he's-
not on.
Yeah, get Rashford on for Garnacho. I feel like Garnacho, when the game's a bit
it's
like
time
this,
for him
and
to
you
come
need him
off
to
now,
be
yeah.
perfect. Right now he's not there where
No.
he'll make a couple of mistakes for everything he'll do right.
I think you got to know your players, though. I don't know why he's playing like a through ball to Bruno. He's not quick.
Yeah.
Well done, Bruno. Flipping, giving the ball.
Is there any excuse?
What?
No, there's just nothing, is there?
I don't know what he's doing. You stand up and you wait for which direction the ball's going, and then
He's just. Why has he gone to? He's made it impossible for himself.
I don't understand what he's doing. It's not even like he's not. There's no one in front of him.
I think he's reading the way that the lads struck the ball, thinking that there's no movement on it, and he just wants to catch it, fall into it.
Go on.
Good
Go on.
ball.
Go on.
Oh! No, win the header.
Good, Ugarte.
Ref,
You got
put him in.
Play him in.
Oh,
He's done.
He did well to begin with, and then like.
yeah. Oh, that's pace.
I don't really like Martinez in these situations. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the one for that.
There's so much space though, isn't there? It's a good ball.
It's a bit weak. Fucking hell. Very uncommitted. Chris Wood. Fuck me. Oh my God.
I feel like they've got in each other's way there on the far post,
Yeah, they have, because he should have cleared it.
because I don't think that was.
Should be cleared. Surely should clear that. I don't know if Amorim can do much about that one, but I think the defenders should have got
This is ridiculous.
got themselves on it. We need to change something now.
Yeah. Seriously, like from this position.
Let's see what happened there.
Even
because
this.
just doesn't make sense.
Oh my lord! I mean, all he has to do is clear it. They're watching it, thinking it's going wide.
Anana's having a nightmare at the moment.
But
wasn't that
it's not
thingy though?
Anana. It's,
Well, like,
it's
that's
Martinez.
Martinez.
What's he doing? Anana there. The worst thing
What's he
Anana
doing?
can do is go through his player.
Anana
He's got to
can't get
leave.
that.
He's got to leave Martinez to
That's
deal with
Martinez.
that.
Yeah.
Martinez is watching that go.
Martinez should be just.
Anything.
What? 25 goals? What? Since when? 25 goals? What? Oh.
He's the top Premier League.
What's he doing there?
Oh, okay.
And it's
We need to change something. Amorim, what are you going to do? Because I know you have the right decisions. Get that ball out of there. Oh my
God.
head's gone.
Are they going to get 4? Seriously, if they go get 4, we're in
He needs
trouble.
to change something now, doesn't he? Because this game's not gone yet. But we're on the ropes. Is that Ugarte?
Is that Ugarte
Yeah,
again?
Brilliant. He's the only one out there, isn't he, at the minute?
It's just everything you're supposed to do as a player. At least we've got one more of them players in there that does everything he's supposed to do for his position.
I think we're in a situation.
Oh my
See,
God!
That
That's
wasn't
just
on. It
I
wasn't
know.
on. Like
It's
it
nowhere
was so
near.
telegraphed.
So slow. Like he's done. No, he's not even gone yet.
Yeah,
He's not even out of the game.
In a situation where we need to score the second one early.
Oh my days!
It's a good ball.
Don't slide.
Offside, no,
Oh
he's
my
not.
days! It's
Martinez
like
is playing him on.
we're getting opened up like kind of worms now.
Nice.
Oh,
Ugarte.
guts. Let's go.
Jeez.
No, he can't find you. You're
Fuck
not
off,
even in the right
Garnacho,
position
honestly, I
yet.
can't- it's
What
the
are you
throwing
asking
your
for? There's
arms up
players
there,
in the
like-
way. How does he expect him to pass that ball? All them players in the way. He couldn't even get it over the top for that. Wasn't in position. Oh, Bruno. Come on! Bruno!
I think he's got away with that because I think he was in trouble and he's just dug his feet in and taken a foul.
We need to change something, boys. Come on. Amorim. We've got something to be done because I do not need 4. I can see 4. I can see 4 now. So we need to get the next one.
Good ball.
Touch. Wide. That's what I'm saying. Touch. Play him. 1-2 someone.
Shit. Fucking shite, man. Just take him on, bro. It's timid little. I don't know why Ahmad's moaning. That's wasteful.
Fucking hell, he's taken 2 of them out of the game there.
Nah, Amorim needs to make subs, I think.
Shoot from wherever you want. Shoot on sight, boys. That's what I'd be telling them if I'm playing against this keeper now. What is going on?
Oh.
What is happening, boys?
Oh, fucking on the ropes here, lads. All over the place.
Garnacho, come sit down. Come sit down. And we also need someone else. You better run as well. I need you to run. Don't tell me you conceded again. Please tell me you ain't conceded again. We're not at 4-1, are we? Yeah, brilliant, mate.
Can't have any complaints, can he?
Can't. Let's see if Rashi can get into this game, do something. Just move it, boys. Just
But
move
do you know
it,
what I mean
boy.
about Bruno though? Like it's at a time in the game. You know, there's the start to the second half, setting the tone, leading the team, and he gives the ball away so cheaply.
It's just a poor
3 or 4
flick.
times he's had the ball since, and he's been lucky to keep hold of it. He's giving it away. That's where I get disappointed in him.
Poor flick. Poor flick.
Not sure what's happened here, but so I think we might have got. Don't know. We'll see what's happened there, and we've had a little bit of a.
We got to go.
Of a hiccup. No, we've had a little bit of a hiccup with the stream. I'm not sure what's happening. It's come back now.
Right.
Fucking hell, almost 4-1.
Offside.
It's offside, isn't it?
It's not going to be 3-1, by the way. I got it wrong. I got the team wrong.
Man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
miles
way
off,
offside. There's okay.
Little something on the screen there. He's done well, Liner, hasn't he?
Jesus. Fucking had 2 minutes and not got started this second half. 3-1 defeat with City next week.
Who's coming on? Zirks. Zirks for Bruno. Casemiro. Who's this guy? Oh.
Staff.
Jesus Christ. Sky Go having one at the moment. Obviously, he's brought Rashford on and he's taking Garnacho off. You look at the bench and you're like, what other chance? Because you don't really have
Because that's for the 10.
openers. Could he try and move Ahmad into one of those front three positions? Xerxes, obviously.
Right. Have you got a Mazraoui now?
So we missed.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking missed the goal. That's too many
Who is it
times
on the
that's
edge?
happened.
Bruno.
Bruno
That's a great
Fernandes,
finish.
great finish, 3-2 back in the game.
Yes, Bruno.
We did not see the goal.
Don't
We
take
did not
him
see
off.
the goal.
It's a great finish.
I think that's the second time in as many watch-longs we've missed the goal because of the
We're
stream. But we're back. Back 3-2 back in the game.
Mazza
You've
needs
got
to
half
come
an
on.
hour to go.
Ahmad with another assist, Bruno with another goal. But still got work to do. 30 minutes to go.
Looks like there's a bit more movement on the bench.
Fucking salvage a point somehow.
There's Ahmad in this. Okay.
Hard to stop when he starts running, isn't it?
Yeah. That like
It's a
it
ball
gone
out,
out.
isn't it?
Jesus. Forrest moving it well.
Get
It's
up.
not a foul.
Find him, man.
Off we go. Wants to be switched, doesn't he?
Yeah. Ahmad,
And back
Rashford's
we
on the
go.
right. Thought he put Rashford on the left.
Is Rashford not on the left?
Good pass. It's just a...
Come on, we can get a goal. We can get back in this. Because we just this team ain't even that good.
Could you take a
You gotta
touch?
take a touch. You have to.
Yeah,
Coming too
it's not.
fast. You can't hit
It's
that
not going to
first
get the
time.
connection, is
I
he?
think it's a bit of a throwaway just trying to lash at that straight away. I think he
It's a good
can
ball.
he take a touch?
Yeah, he's got.
Nah,
you
I
know
think
what?
that-
He could
I
actually
think-
hit it first time.
I
He
think
just
I
need
think
to do
if he ain't
better.
it first time, so it's just the execution.
Actually,
I think it's coming too into his body.
We got a
He's
4-3.
Mazza.
Do you think we got a little 4-3 knickers in here if he scores?
yeah,
like 10
Mazza's in
minutes?
there anyway. Let's get Mazza on for what is he? One of the fullbacks, centre backs, or one of the centre backs.
Yeah, bit of a
Euro give him a bit of time to
play
rest.
making from
But
the
he's not
back.
played for long. He's played for a bit too long. And
He's took Delit. Is Delit come off or is he just?
Delaw's there still.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe for Martinez. I feel like
Oh, I
what
love
a pass.
that. Lay it back to him. Oh, keep
Go on.
going, keep going, keep going. Don't worry.
Take
drive. Go on.
Drive.
This is the time you should.
Oh,
Oh, he's
all right, keep
He's
going,
past
Rashid.
him and he
Keep
wants
going,
to-
Rashid.
why is he trying to do skill school?
Just
Just
keep
knock
going,
it.
keep going. Well done.
no foul.
Well done. I don't mind,
Why
Rashid.
is Rashford trying to do skill school though, bro? You got the pace on him. Just knock it. Trying to do like
It's Harry Maguire.
trying to make highlight reels and that.
Must be a bit of an injury or
Tap, 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 tap.
a planned substitution, maybe.
Good feet initially though. Yeah, I know. I don't. It didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why people speculate. It doesn't look survivable, does it?
Yeah.
But
Ferrari's
thank God he's actually in
smashed his
stable
legs,
condition.
Bits taken away in air.
You're gonna think the injuries are gonna be bad from that.
Mm.
Yeah. Guess it's got his legs, I think they said.
Is it just for that bit more taking the ball out?
Let's see what happens
Yeah.
there.
Maguire.
So you're.
Or for them,
Yeah.
them,
I
them,
think
them
you've always been
switches.
taken off as well.
Yeah.
Mazraoui for okay. So who's at the back? Mazraoui.
Maguire's good for a
Martinez.
goal as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Maguire. It's not bad. I don't mind them
Half
changes.
an hour, give or take.
Yeah, I've got 30 minutes left to get back into this.
They've got ballers on the pitch anyway. That's what matters.
Good
That's what
football.
I'm saying. Just play the ballers every. No.
It's not.
Maybe,
it's not,
maybe.
It's a good idea. Good defending.
Maybe.
The only issue is like we give away a bit of an opportunity trying to chase it. Ben, have you actually made it colder? I feel like you've actually. Did you turn it down? Like I just feel some mad cold breeze on me now. I don't know where it's come from.
It's on the thing is it's still on the cold setting, isn't it?
Why?
Maybe
So
put it
the
on
top
warm
and the
setting.
bottom, is there a top and the bottom, isn't there? So there should be a top and a bottom on them one, I think.
Yeah.
See, the bottom one needs to come up.
Can someone crash the stream? Someone crash the stream again so we can score. If that's how it works, I don't mind.
Yes, Bruno, that fake one.
Put it on the hot mode.
Yes.
What's he stop for, eh?
Yes.
So
I
you
don't mind that.
Wait. So Nathan Allen said he was cold, and then you deliberately left it on the cold. For I thought you went. Oh, I thought you went up to the thing and like put on cold.
Yeah, it's definitely a foul,
It's
isn't it?
still on the cold setting. No.
Okay. Alright. Sauna on the way, boys.
I've been cold like all day today. You don't understand how cold it is in the stands when the wind was blowing so much.
Got some more stats here from Karis. She says, what Forest's 3 goals have been from 0.69 XG for all the XG lovers out there.
Wow.
I love that.
I'd like to see what the XG was on the Anana giveaway one. That's the type of one where like he definitely gets.
0.01.
Everyone's like
0.01.
Betfred,
Ridiculous, yeah.
Hollywood Bet. Like
Maybe he's making millions from that.
what is it?
I don't know.
What made you concede that?
Maybe he's bet on himself.
It's frustrating, isn't it? Because like I've tried to speak well of Onana because it was a shambolic first 6 months, wasn't it? And people ready to laugh at the signing and say we made a mistake. But I thought he recovered so well.
Yeah.
But that's just inexplicable, giving a goal like that away.
That's that. He has got that in him, and he'll always have that in him, even though he's going to always have the other things in him. Saving shots, good with the feet, and then just that. So why can't you just have everything? Like, why? And that's the easiest thing to not have either, and that's what he's got, part of his game. Like, why?
It's just gone a bit flat, hasn't it?
It's got a rick in him.
Let's get the ball down.
Right. Play it wide then, just play it wide.
It's a good
Good
ball.
ball.
Why the ball's over there though? The switch is
Not
on for
on,
me.
is it?
The switch is on. Just decisions, isn't it? Like
that's Bruno.
you're
Isn't
trying to do like a. So this is what I mean. Like why I like Ugarte. You know when people do things simple, whereas Bruno's got like a pass out there where there's a 2v1 with Rashford and Ahmad, but instead he wants to do like a clever round the corner pass to Højlund. It's like just low percentage football, isn't it?
A lot of it does work, but
But even if it comes off there, Højlund's a bit crowded out. It's
Yeah.
just not where you need to be sending the ball.
So who's on the left side of this attacking tens?
It's gone.
Because Rashi's on the right side of the attacking tens. Bruno gone to the left side. That's what it is. No, you can't go through it all, can you? Just put him in on the other side. No,
I don't like the walking back from him. No.
has he done it again?
Don't foul. Don't foul.
Don't even be silly.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ah! I know he tried his best there as well to keep that ball on target.
Just things. Just the
It's
technical.
frustrating, isn't it?
Nick.
No, he's done well there. Well
Oh,
done,
that's
He's
right.
on
Rawi.
the fucking floor, bro.
Right, let's go.
Too slow.
Who's on? Who's on? Who can play it to? No one.
So that's the right thing to
We
do
are
there because it was
crying out for a ball carrier in the middle.
Oh,
I think he gets too predictable when he cuts inside.
Yeah.
Mazraoui, what a player.
oh!
He almost caught that.
it's Dallo that's playing in that left-hand side,
Left wing
very
back.
high up the pitch.
I'd take Mainoo off.
Yeah, and
Drop Bruno
Good ball.
into midfield and then put Xerxes in the 10. Just go.
Man on! Don't play turn. Tell him man on like you to hear me.
I think everyone screamed. Man on in it, in the crowd, everyone.
Xerxes, because they're sitting back. Xerxes might have to do this job. But then Mount also can run
Yeah, I
around.
was tempted to bring Mount on for
Mount's
Bruno at
press
this
is
point.
good, but then
Know your players, man. It's low IQ. Like,
know,
he's
you
just playing
don't
like
do
a
that,
channel
do you?
3 ball to Bruno. He's
like
not
it's
quick.
Mbappe or something.
He's not-
It's not Mbappe.
I mean, right, I can feel that warmth.
That's better.
Straight
That's
away, that's
lovely.
better though.
Oh, so much nicer.
Ben's worried about the fact that we're in December, cold weather, and trying to make the place warm.
Xerxes! That's what we're talking about.
He'll probably move Rashford over to the left now, won't he?
Take off Bruno. Nah, he's not taking off Bruno, is he? He's
Nah,
gonna,
he's
gonna
gonna
take off
drop-
Mainoo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
take
because
Mainoo off.
Xerxes will sit behind and then...
That's better though. Or will he take off Højlund?
I don't know.
I got a feeling he might take off Højlund. I think he's been playing him up front, hasn't he? So
Yeah,
he might actually try and do that.
made that
How
run.
have we
He
not
did- he-
realised that
that
he's
was a
gonna
run
play
to
that?
be made, and he didn't make it.
Come on, let's just keep going. Keep going. Rush for that.
I thought he controlled
Who's
that.
coming on
Who's
now?
coming off?
Who's coming off? Is it Højlund?
Xerxes
it
not ready
Mainoo?
yet.
Is it
Too
Højlund
slow.
or is it Mainoo? Which one? Which one? You got? I'm going Højlund off. Who are you going? I don't think you're taking anyone else off.
Mainoo.
Yeah,
Mainoo?
I feel like
Yeah.
Mainoo's doing all right now.
think
He's,
so.
he's
I don't
he's
think-
looking after the ball well, isn't he?
I feel like we almost need an
More
Eric.
so than Bruno
What's
is.
that? Need an Ericsson playing, innit?
Yeah.
Ericsson's on the bench, isn't he?
Bounce, bounce, bounce. One more. Come on, bounce. Bounce. That's not going to do it.
Man said deal with that,
Di-
yo.
One more. Oh,
What have
There we
got?
go.
come on. Can you take it? Play. Come on, open one more.
It's so
It's all-
intricate. You're not going to...
Yeah, it's all too tight and low percentage, innit?
We've got to get that kind of stuff.
Fucking
going,
hell,
man.
these two. Like,
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
this is good, though, because
We'll get a goal back, you know.
there's
I can
loads of
feel it.
time. You just got to...
Oh?
That's the first thing he's done wrong all game.
Yeah.
And he's won it back.
It's all good.
Let him off.
Don't foul. Good tackle.
Yeah, it's not a foul, is it? Oh, Bruno.
Don't do it.
You're killing me.
Just think like
You're
something
killing
mad's
me.
gonna happen in it.
Keep going. Just turn. Put it in. There's a lot of players getting in the box now. Put it. My goodness me.
Good strength.
You know when you
Dallo, he's
open
done
up-
well there to recover that.
That's how you do it. That's not how you do it.
Look at how he moves.
Good pace, Maguire.
We're taking risks here, aren't
Yeah.
we? With
I don't mind like
Yeah.
kind of pull him out of like that kind of deep.
Yeah, step over that. Let's go. Give him the ball. Feet.
I'm not
Right,
sure
it's not-
it's
it's
working Rashford in that position.
I know. Right side of the tens as well. See, that would
Oh,
be
here
great.
we go.
If you could
Go on,
just
have a
smash
go.
it.
That was
Never got hold of it, did he?
nowhere near.
Never gonna score. Going wide from minute one. Second one.
Well done.
Why are we trying to force it centrally?
not
I don't
for
know.
him.
Every single time.
Not for him, man. It's
I
like we
don't
know
think
what
Højlund can even do much with it there. It's just the wrong
He
pass.
can't, and he hasn't got that in his locker anyway. That's the Xerxes kind of thing, not him. Oh, and Mount.
Xerxes and Mount.
So I'm saying
Probably
both
will
of them
be.
are coming
Højlund,
off.
yeah.
Mainoo and Højlund then. Mainoo, Højlund.
Yeah.
Bruno sits back.
Need more. Yeah. Was bringing Mount. I think he's throwing the kitchen sink here.
Oh, maybe Ahmad's off. Because Ahmad hasn't really done a lot apart from the assist.
Or is there another defender maybe? Can he move Dallo into the
Yeah,
left back? And
not bad pass that. Keep going. That's good. That's good. Now move it again. Okay, don't.
lovely.
Not bad, not bad. Come on, let's keep moving. Where's everyone
It's
else
what's-
though? Bruno, man.
That's-
Again. Can we not now make the sub? Can we not make the sub now? Hold it. Make the sub. We
Hurry
need
up. Here's Bruno. I think it had to be. I
Come
feel
on.
like he's.
Well done, well done. Bruno's definitely worth coming off. And I'm happy that though, because like everyone else would never take Bruno off. Remember, he's always 90 minutes. Alright, so then, yeah, number 10 in it. So
Yeah,
and Ugarte,
That's
okay.
interesting.
There's more as
Yeah,
many
it's-
of the
it's the
players
wins-
Yeah.
just to get goals.
You're
in
looking
it,
for
so.
moments here, aren't you? Garte's played well again now.
Yeah, he's done really well.
Okay, no.
Yeah, whatever.
Monday night, come on.
This is when you start like,
Uh-oh.
Alanga.
yeah, and then you got danger on the transition.
You don't want to see his pace against us right now, do we?
Yeah. They're gonna start taking, and it's not like last
An
year
age.
where they've been stopping the and getting the stoppage time minutes and stuff, but. It's not even that. Not even that. I feel like headed it into an area that didn't seem to be the best area to head it
Yeah,
in.
that's what I thought.
I feel
as
like
well.
going the other side.
Oh, nice and toasty now. I like this.
It's miles better and I don't know what. Hung out to dry there, was man. Jesus. Not probably.
Mount needs to have an impact there, doesn't he? That's what
Yeah.
he's been put on for. He
Yeah.
can't just.
They all should though. Xerxes needs to
Yeah.
move. Everyone needs
very
to come on. Rashi, we all stand still like we're going to get it. We're not going to get the ball standing still.
They'll have that all day, won't they? Just
Yeah, look.
Fire it in,
It's
fire
just
it
all
back.
too slow. Like
It's
we're
too
not
slow,
movers,
man.
are we? We don't want to move.
To move them about more.
My gosh, boys, we've got to move.
To try and go around them.
What do you want the ball in there for?
Still not sure
Salty
about Rashford
type.
and Ahmad there together.
What's wrong with Ahmad?
What, is he hurt?
What's wrong with Ahmad?
No, just them two. I feel like I would like to see Rashford come out to the left.
Oh, you don't think Rashford suits that kind of like
Not the
it's
right
true, it's
10.
true, it's true.
He's not a left 10.
I just don't think he's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants his back to the line, doesn't he?
You can put him in the 9 if you want, but
Stop showing this.
don't do it.
It's heartbreaking.
That is horrendous. Their second and third goal, by the way, comical.
I mean,
Look
look,
at
this
that.
is the best angle of this one. I'm sorry, but like,
gosh. Why don't you just get rid of it?
like Martinez has watched that into the net. He's completely lost his bearings.
Notts Forest. Notts
Fucking
Forest.
shite, man.
Nottingham Forest.
Gibbs White coming off.
Alanga better not be with a goal scorer, that's all I know. Better not be a goal scorer here. Always happens. Your old team, you play against your old team, you get a goal. But he's a sub, so hopefully not.
Don't think he's entirely happy about the way it went down either. Seeing him
Yeah.
react to a
Yeah.
few tweets.
What now?
Something's not microphone. Something's not working.
What's going on? Technical difficulties or whatever.
We'll get 3 minutes added on.
Let's see what we can do, boys. What batteries run out? Got to add on 6 minutes now at least. Lino, what's up with Lino? He's
Is
injured.
he injured? Has he pulled something? Oh no, he's getting a new set, isn't he? This happens a lot, doesn't it?
I know. Should have a spare one just sitting on the side.
They won't even have this on though.
That's what I mean. It's this year
They've changed
awful.
it.
Is
'Cause there was a complaint about injuries and time, and there was like every game was 10 minutes.
I liked
added
it.
on
What's
last
wrong
year.
with that? That's how long the minutes were.
And now it's gone back to like you have like so much time wasted, and it's the end. It's just like 4 minutes adding on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
"20 minutes to score. Must have 10 minutes overtime." Can't believe that.
I've never seen a replay of a goal so much.
So bad. That's why. My gosh. It's unforgivable.
It's a great finish shot from Bruno, isn't it? Oh, for
Fucking hell,
God's
lads.
sake.
What now? Before even... Huh? Did the ball come in? What are they doing on the floor?
What? They had a clash of heads.
going on
They
here?
run into each other off the ball. Clashed heads. How have they banged heads in that scenario?
Nah, they got to add this time on, surely.
They've literally just fucking out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know it looked a bit of a bang bang, but I don't know. Like, it didn't look like life or death.
Why they make... They're bringing someone
Oh,
on
yeah,
for...
them ones are your eyes water.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? After
He's now going to have to go off the pitch and the Forest player won't.
You know, man. There's been so many jarring things happen today.
That's
Sure,
ridiculous.
surely
This has
it's
been the
20
most
minutes now.
annoying football match ever, and it's just shit like this. You know, like a little innocuous stuff like bang.
The ref has insisted he's gone off the pitch when he's fine, and the other player
Well,
has
where's
been
the
allowed to
blood?
just get on with it.
Where's the blood? Well, it's our ball, so we just go back to keep and stand there until we can come back on. As long as it's not their ball. Oh my gosh! Come on, Maguire. Well, you just played it straight to them. Well done. Got it back.
Go on.
Go on.
Ah.
Jesus Christ, that pass.
Rashi.
Yeah.
It's good. Brilliant. Got away with that, Mazraoui. Sorting us out.
He's done really well since he's come on as well. Still need more. Much more.
Xerxes very deep there, isn't he?
Yeah, it's gonna.
Nice. It's knowing that isn't on, isn't it?
Man thinking he's
It's
going to score a header from 20 yards out. I don't know.
Cushioned
Yeah,
into
it's
the near
like,
post.
I thought it was
You've
like.
got to drive it back.
I thought it was like a volley.
Maybe he sees Hoyland's offside. I don't know. Makes his mind up for him.
I think Rashford should come out onto the left.
Yeah.
Push Ahmad into the 10 area.
Yeah.
No, as it, I'm going as in like I'm talking as in put Rashford left wing back because it's not left wing back right now. It's basically left wing.
Yeah.
So put Ahmad where Rashford is, and then just put Delo right wing back.
I think he's wasted there. He's not impacting the game.
This is all just a mess. I don't know what's going on. Where's Hoyland? He's up there. Xerxes in behind him. Is it Xerxes and Hoyland up front? What is it? I don't know. There's no movement.
There, aren't we?
It's not enough movement. Where's Mount? Is he on the left?
I'm not quite sure.
I've seen him once. You see him, there he is. No, that's not him. That's him. Boys, we need movement.
What's it?
Got to get a goal back.
Just playing in front of Forest, aren't we?
It's just too easy for them. Too easy because there's not much. There's not a lot.
Well done, Xerxes. Little ball there. That's nice. That's
Yeah.
good.
Good ball.
Just didn't quite get it in front of Dallo there, did he? But it was good play.
I also didn't realise I got given a low battery iPad. It's 2% left on this.
Well, it was on 60.
Wow, I don't know.
There is a charge here if you want it. Oh, I don't know.
Might as well for the next 10. Might give you enough time for
So
that.
it survives. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. We haven't looked like scoring, to be honest.
No, we
after
haven't.
the Bruno goal. But this is what happens when you give teams leads and encouragement. It allows them just to sit back, like how they have, and say break us down. And we haven't shown that we have the quality to do it.
Please just pass it.
So what was the difference between passing it straight away and like
And
like
then
passing
wait,
it
wait.
after waiting? That's what I mean.
It's got to be moved quickly, like otherwise nothing happens. The players don't need to move. Play
it. So pedestrian, man.
Got Tabashi there. It's a good ball.
I think that had to go to Mount.
Oh, it was goal bound, wasn't it?
Not too bad.
Mazraoui, stop it.
Yeah. Because I thought the first one from the had to go to Mount. Was that going in from Mount?
It was on target. Whether
Very
it was
caught.
Ah,
Keeper saving it, but still. Mazraoui's really good, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just so good.
Might as well sit. Just does everything you're supposed to do. on, boys. What's going on? You can't stand with your back to play, everybody. Like, man on!
That's nice.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
It's a way into that space, isn't it? That's
Xerxes got about his game, but uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't try and play it back. Oh, okay. With the left as well. A bit worried.
hopes of winning the game.
We've got about 10 minutes left though. Should be a substantial amount of.
We're going to get. I think we'll probably get 6.
Oh my.
I was a bit hopeful that.
It was.
Is there any chance of anything? This guy, what's his name? Dwyer or something. He's quite fast, isn't he?
Awani.
Yeah.
On you. Taiwo.
Oh, fuck me.
On you.
I'm convinced we're going to be very annoyed by what times I did on. I reckon because they've gone back the other way from last year. It feels like there's been at least 7 or 8 minutes wasted, and they're just going to be like, and they're not going to add that on.
Maybe 4 or 5.
It's 3 goals, plenty of subs. Referee changing his mic. Got to be 7 minutes at least.
Bloody hell, boy! Come on, man. The quality's going. Move it quick, boys.
Bit floaty.
7.
Don't.
Fuck off, Delone, man.
That was awful.
My days.
Hello.
I mean, do you know what? It wasn't a terrible shooting position, but
for Deloitte it is.
yeah, true.
I know he scores 1 in I don't know.
It's a.
What do you think you are? My gosh. I'm sure he's had quite a few shots as well.
Oh, fuck off with this ball. This is going to go very fast, isn't it?
It's just jarring, man. But I think just need one more moment, one opportunity in it. That's it.
7 minutes to do something. Surely we're going to get one clean chance to get a goal.
Rashford in there, he's not comfortable.
Tell me someone's there. What? Come on, Zerx.
Saying it's a strange substitution to take Fernandes off.
He just weren't playing very well, though.
I don't see that. Yeah, he wasn't.
He's one of them players.
Well, I know he just needs. Sometimes you need your moments player on, innit?
Yeah, like no matter what, he's just one of them players who would just do something for you, who would just play a ball which none of the others can do, or will just score. Or it'll mess you up all day, but then he'll do that. Don't mind. That's why I didn't think you'd take him off, but he'll realise soon enough. Oh,
just basics.
What a bad pass.
No, I'm not paying attention there. Just closing down quickly.
That's not difficult. It's just not a difficult pass.
This club slaps the life out of you, doesn't it?
Oh man, you just think you're gonna get like. The thing is, this is the first time they're playing together as the team that most of the team that you want to see, and
you just have to
have some
remind
stupid
yourself,
mistakes.
don't you?
Yeah. And we get a goal. 5 minutes to go. Well, 4 minutes to go.
Just need a moment, man.
Ahmad needs to do a bit more today.
That's the first time he's tried to go down the line. I don't think he's done that enough. I think he's cut inside too much and made it easy for him.
Just when we needed it to go and beat him. No, not today.
Come on.
Mount should have a good ball in him as well, isn't he? He used to be a set piece
feel a
taker for
bit
Chelsea.
More confident with him.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now. Go.
Oh! Corner.
See, if that was them, that would have gone in, man. Look like it's having today.
Is that?
Right, let me see
It
this.
was
Let me see
is
it.
that
Let me
going
see.
in?
No, probably not, but still.
Oh,
No.
do you know what?
He was going in. He was going in.
on target anyway.
That was going in.
Because the
It was on
keeper was
target.
rooted, so that was going in.
It was on target.
But obviously we didn't have the look that Forest had.
Oh,
what?
fuck is that? Martinez.
Some effort, that. Time's running out though, lads.
2 minutes. By the time they go.
And they're going to take about 2 minutes to take this.
It's a good effort.
Gotta hit the target.
It's always rising. It's
going in.
It's
nestling.
going there. It's kind of.
Well, I mean, you're going through. It didn't go in, did it? It's going through the bodies.
Yeah.
You need a bit of luck for it to get through.
Just a bit of luck. I think they got
Yeah.
on their foot. Is it luck or is it just poor from us though, innit? This is the usual Mount cameo though, innit? Comes on and you don't remember he's playing.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's always the case, isn't it?
No, that's so stupid. You're wasting time for the sake of a metre.
Oh my days.
I don't know what difference that made, really. It doesn't. If you just hitting
leave
it
the
long,
ball.
What's the ref? I mean, he probably didn't even remember where it fucking
a ref never ever refs a free kick like that. I don't understand.
Like,
Finally.
that was
That was
embarrassing.
Oh
I mean, that's
my
a minute gone.
god!
And then they have a bad kick.
I mean, it was stupid for Manana, but the referee, once he's put it back a bit, you just say,
You just
carry
leave
on.
it, innit?
You
He
leave
tried to make a bit of a show of it.
Oh, he's headed it
And
off
then
the
for that-
pitch.
It's been a bit pretty shambolic end to the game, hasn't it?
3-2 at home, you know. At home.
Tell you what, since you praised Nana,
Oh no. Oh no. I just can't believe it. I can't believe I said this.
His worst game of the season.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say it, and I didn't want to say it. And he goes and just does it. But why does that even happen? Like, why does that even happen? I'm just not even going to mention his name ever again. And hopefully he just quietly gets on with being the man of match every week.
come on, one more.
And the goalkeeper of the
We've
season.
got a bit of time here. We've got 30 seconds if we can.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're
Nice.
gonna.
That's
I didn't
not-
fall.
Okay. There we go.
And that's it. United have lost 3-2 against Nottingham Forest. It feels almost like the less said about that, the better. That had to be one of the most frustrating last 20 minutes or so. It was just basic execution was all wrong. Just mistakes, shooting ourselves in the foot, being too slow. Forest got their fair amount of luck today, but I just don't think the performance was good enough anyway from us, and I think we were very lightweight as well in our defending in the box. It's just stuff that happening that were unforgivable. But what's your take on that 3-2 loss?
There's a lot to work on.
Couple back-to-back losses now. under Amorim.
This one's obviously worse, isn't it?
It's just obviously.
You see the way the league's opening up, and there's opportunities there. Teams dropping points, and you've got a home fixture against a side that you can be beating.
Supposed to be beaten.
Well, of course.
He's got a lot to work on in the attacking side of the game for sure, and that's more important because it's the combinations of who you're going to put in the right places to get the most out of this attacking team. We're just not doing enough there at the moment to make things work, and very frustrating because they're mistakes and set pieces again. A set piece, a mistake, and a header back across goal which should have been cleared. So you've got two of the three, let's say, which should have been dealt with.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, we will talk about this more. I think this will direct you straight to the review after the game, and obviously we speak about the result a little bit more at length and get more of your thoughts on it. But obviously 3-2 loss. Thanks for having you both on. We'll be back for the review, but not the result we wanted. But this has been Stretford, Paddock, United 2, Forest 3, back-to-back losses under Amorim. But we'll be back, and I'll see you next time.